go post.
Here's the go.
What's my
What's your
last?
name on Twitch?
How do you not know Trident the cookie?
Yeah, it's Trident the cookie, my dude.
And I post it like we post it like everywhere, man.
You know, I really need to put this
searching
man in
up-
the description of my videos.
I keep searching up a Craven cookie.
That's his old one.
Twitch.tv/Trident the cookie.
He's rebranded.
He's rebranded.
I did that like a while ago.
Epic rebranding.
Like me personally, like speaking of like Fallout.
Is it rebranding if it was never a brand?
Like the Fallout universe type of thing. I would love to do it and like keep playing it, but I don't know the universe enough to like create a storyline.
No, me neither.
What are you talking about for?
Fallout.
Fallout?
Yeah, Fallout
I wanna-
like D&D universe.
I don't know how to DM at all, but I want to run a campaign for RuneScape.
I would enjoy that.
Did you see that post I posted the other day?
About RuneScape,
The tabletop RuneScape they're releasing? Yeah.
That sounds kind of whack.
All right, where did we leave off last time?
I'm in prison.
We're in the dungeon.
We had a let's back up just a little bit. We had a caravan that ambushed us, or that we got ambushed at, and then we fought through some orcs as we did like 2 sessions ago. And last session we went back and realized, oh, this is probably not the caravan we were looking for. And y'all decided to kind of camp out of the outpost and wait. Some of you had a nice little talk with Leon when he woke up. Realized he's not a dick like Silver. You guys were then attacked by something that are called voidlings. Even though in character, your characters don't know that. You just got attacked by some weird creatures that resembled what 4 of you saw in the basement of Silver after you killed a dragon that then melted into a humanoid form with no faces. But the ones that attacked you were purple and black. You then went back to the city, were instantly escorted by guards to the temporary guild quarters, where 3 guild leaders and the guild master's husband kind of listened to your side of the story. Silver said some shit. Tree said some shit. We ended up going to the dungeon where Free, Garvin, and Ian are spending a night in the dungeon until we go to their trial in the morning. Their pay has also been cut for the first month, along with Uggs, but Ugg does not have to spend the night in jail. He's free to act, as is Rapier, who took 0 part in the shenanigans that happened. What's it called? Last sessions ago, when our party messed with Silver's basement.
Oh, and I have a question. Would Ugg know that that's a off-limits laboratory?
Is he smart enough to know?
Yeah, like
you did see your friends kind of you.
I mean, my guy's not very perceptive.
You would know that it's not good to go into someone's lab if they're not there. So you know the lab isn't necessarily off limits. More so, it was just that no one was home and they still went there.
Okay, I was just curious.
All right, so we are going to pick back up where we left off. It's pretty late at this point, but we're gonna leave Krieg, Garvin, and Ian in their jail cells. Is there anything those 3 would like to do? I know we have a carrot costume that put on that we'll get to what happens with that in a second. Does Garvin have anything they want to do in their jail cell before we resolve the carrot suit?
Why do I feel like something's gonna happen to Jarvin?
I know, I'm kind of scared. I think I want to take a short rest or something.
Wait, who's the one who put it on?
Cree.
Cree put on the carrot suit.
Or ring a carrot.
Cree turns into a Balor.
Okay. Oh god, what are those?
Cree
pop-out
turns into
faces
a carrot. Cree turns.
Nope, I lost that. Okay, so nothing from Garvin.
No.
All
More
right.
brave in the corner.
Anything from Ian? I know you had the lingerie out. Were you doing anything with it?
No, that was a joke.
Okay, that was a joke. Okay, cool. Creed, did you actually put on the carrot costume, or was that a joke?
I actually put it on.
Okay.
It was a long day, and I'm already in prison. And I've been handed this costume, and I'm just like, I will entertain you.
As you put it on, um, in your mind, you can still see like everything that's around you, like the prison cells, but almost layered on top of that, as like you're seeing double. You see what looks to be a ruined, destroyed town, and you're walking through it. Like the second vision, it appears like it's moving and looking around. And everything it seems to come across, it tries to open ruined doors. It's a mimic. It tries to open up a drawer. It's a mimic. It tries to pick up a piece of bread. It's a mimic. Everything your eyes are seeing like mimics, and you're just constantly running from mimics until eventually you get to a little corner of this ruined city, and you see some carrots. You take your chance. You touch them. They're not mimics. You can almost feel like the double set of eyes that are over your vision. You can almost feel tears coming from those eyes on your actual face. And then the vision almost appears to like fast forward as if you're watching someone's life, but in like 5 times speed. Um, the person you see cultivation of carrots in like a little garden that they build like a house around. Um, they don't eat the carrots; they just kind of like protect them almost. Like it's like almost a shrine to carrots in this little garden. But eventually, you see them go through. They leave the town. They end up in a port city. They end up on a ship where they find another carrot. They end up. There's a quick flash of like shoving seeds in a fire genasi's throat, and then plants sprouting out, and then you flash to a temple with a bunch of elementals, a fire elemental, a water elemental, an air, and earth. You then flash to a shot of the sky, and there's no portal in the sky. The portal isn't there, and then suddenly you see the portal appear for the first time and watch legions of demons, a few dragons, devils flood out, and then you um, flash forward again to what looks like the humanoids with no features, a purple and white one, and then a black and red one, um, and then a flash of 2 rings, and then the double vision disappears. I know that was a lot. If there's something you want repeated, I can.
Okay, so if I'm gonna recap this correctly, I went to like there was like docks, and then there was eventually I got to like a portal, and then legions of demons came out of the portal, and then there was the faceless entity that the poisonous dragon was made of. There was 2 of them. There was one with purple and white, and then there was one with black and white.
Black and red.
Okay. Um, is the vision over?
Double vision is over, and it is just your vision now.
Am I able to take off the carrot costume?
You can take off the carrot costume.
All right, I attempt to take off the carrot costume.
No problem. It slides right off as easy as it slid on.
Okay. I didn't need to. Okay. I was gonna prepare to remove curse. Okay. I don't remember. Do the guards care if we talk in here? Guards
No,
probably are not. Very cool
Guards don't
with that.
care. Guards don't care. You 3 are the only ones here, and then there's a few guards. There's a cleric, and then there is still Ugg and Rapier, which we'll get to in a second. If Kree wants to do anything else.
I guess I relay my visions to the party members that are currently able to hear me. I saw was what I presume to be the of life of this carrot, this carrot worshiper, and their carrot lands where they were just attacked.
Ian is looking at you in like dumbfounded astonishment.
No, you have to believe me.
Dude, yeah, he definitely didn't get the costume from one of the gods' coffins. But yeah, I agree. Yeah.
I am just
Look,
bewildered.
if you put on the lingerie, you'll see what I saw.
I am bewildered. I'm
You
not putting on the
you gotta put it
lingerie.
on. You'll believe me. You
Making
can't
you-
believe me.
The
You can't
carrot
not
suit
believe
made you
me.
into a babbling buffoon. I'm not putting that shit on, man.
All right, fine. Don't put it on then.
Dude,
But I saw what I
Trevor,
saw.
I don't want to fucking know what happens. Fucking Tim's gonna
Purple,
pop in
white.
here.
Purple, white, and a black and. All right. The important part to remember though, that there was demons that attacked this place, and it's probably gone now. But I also saw, that same entity that was the poison dragon, but there were two of them, and they were in different colors. Purple, white, and black and red were the two different ones, and I have no idea what that means. But they're probably out there somewhere.
I can't
think that was the
remember.
whole vision.
Just for like references here. I can't remember when we opened the coffins. We took something from each one of them. I have to go back and watch the episode to figure out if what we took and what we didn't for our inventory stake wise. But I remember that the statues above, outside the imaginary temple where the coffins were, there's
Yep.
4 statues representing the elementals, and the air one
Yes.
was the carrot one, right?
Yes, correct. I believe that's
oh.
how. I believe
Yeah,
that's right.
I have it
think
written
that's
down
right.
here. I have it
Yeah.
written down here.
Yeah,
So
that
do
is
I.
right. I have that.
But
down.
Yep.
because you mentioned in the vision thing that you flashed to the temple of 4 elements, and I'm assuming that's representing that part of what we've been through.
Different temple.
Okay.
The Richard saw actual elementals, not statues of elementals, actual elementals, and the temple. I'll describe it a bit. It was more think like pantheon, like Greek pantheon.
Okay.
Like big white
Yeah, I gotcha.
pillars and all
I
that.
gotcha.
Also, another thing from the vision that I don't know if was picked up at the end, you did flash to 2 rings, one purple, one red.
I have no clue.
And then the double vision stopped.
You got all the notes for that, Richard?
I think I got the important part. The important parts, yeah. You know, there was a lot of carrot exposition in there. I'm not sure how relevant the carrot
Yeah, no.
exposition is.
It's the prophetic carrot costume. That's all it is. Okay.
Listen, Chief, if you want to put on the lingerie, I'll give it to you. Well, thank you.
No, I don't think so. I don't think I will put that on.
No, I don't think I will.
I walk
No, I
out
don't
of here.
think I will.
All right,
After
cool.
this.
I'm just gonna follow Rapier.
All right, cool. It is getting late. I'm assuming Rapier and I just want to head back to.
I want to go see if I can see Silver.
You want to see if you can see Silver. Where would Silver even be?
Well, where are you going to find him?
Yeah, where would you like to go to find Silver?
I guess the first place would be where I usually see him in order to get the poison that I want.
All right, cool. We'll say the church. Let me move character here. Oh, time to find your name. I'm good with the alphabet. R. I'm an R. Rapier. Okay, Rapier gets moved there. All right. While you're heading there, is Ugg gonna head anywhere in particular, or are you just gonna follow Rapier?
I'm gonna follow Rapier because I want to go to the bank with him.
Move.
Oh yeah, it's late. The bank's not.
Oh,
open.
oh wait, yeah.
He
it's
keeps
really late,
making
isn't it,
excuses,
right?
man. I told you.
No. It is actually late. Colin did say that. I just forgot.
Hold on,
It's
how
late.
late is it? It's a bar. Bars are open, you know. Walter
No, he
Sweeney's
said
is probably
bank.
open.
He said
The
bank.
I mean,
bank
it's-
is Walter
it's-
Sweeney's.
Walter
Oh,
Sweeney
yeah,
is
that's right.
the
It's
bank.
Walter Sweeney's.
That's right. I
Yep.
forgot.
Of course it's open late.
One
Right?
second. I also forgot to do
The
something.
accountant goes home at 5.
Colin, is the bank open? Or if not, then I'll just go to bed.
The bank part of it not open. The
Alright.
tavern part is open because the bank part you need to talk to Walter himself.
Okay, to Walter or
The man
to the
himself.
tavern for me then. Go back, get a drink, get a meal, go to bed.
Okay, 1 second. I am fixing something because I forgot to put people in the right place. All right. You head back to the tavern. You get a drink, go to bed. Rapier, you head to the church. This is where you always find Silver. It is pretty late. Sun is set. It is dark out. Inside the church, there is a few like clerics and some like common people just worshiping. You don't see any sign of Silver, and it looks like well, you don't know of the back lab. No, you've been down there once. The laboratory, like the door is shut and there's no light from underneath it. So it doesn't look like Silver's around.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna move you two upstairs and let you pick your rooms because we've got new fucking accommodations because I remade Walter Sweeney's. So enjoy picking out new rooms. Take your pick. Have fun.
Stuff on this. Keep moving.
Walter Sweeney's got a makeover since they got attacked.
It's remastered.
It's
It's
remastered.
got
Wow,
a
look at
giant
this
hole.
common room.
Okay.
Where's
Well,
my
that happens.
luxury bed?
So all the rooms are very similar. You can take a look. All of them are kind of similar.
This
now.
is Ug's room.
There are two nice
The stairs
rooms.
down.
That is stairs back downstairs. Yes.
There are
Looks like it's
two
going
huge
up.
rooms. I found one of the huge rooms. I'm taking it.
Oh, I did not rotate those stairs. Those do look like stairs up. You know, those are the stairs down. Okay, well, you two explore rooms. Look at that. We're gonna go back to our three trio in prison. Is
Just
there
vibing.
anything either of you three would like to do before lights out?
Is that a
Why would I
toilet
go
in my cell?
That is a toilet in your cell. Yes.
Does it appear to be used?
No.
Did I get something to drink before I got in here?
Don't do that.
Would you have drank on the walk from the outpost here?
I probably would have. So
Then you had something to drink. Yes.
Satan.
Lovely. Anything else for our lovely band of criminals?
I'm guessing alcohol is off the table.
Yes. Unless you have some on you that didn't get stolen.
I yell
Oh,
over
and-
to the cleric and I ask her, "Can you bring me a beer? I'll pay you."
The cleric comes through the doors, comes up to you, and just throws a piece of bread at you.
Oh, well, that works. Thanks.
He leaves.
I just lay in bed.
And not stolen, and confiscated when you were searching. Your weapons were temporarily confiscated and all that.
I don't know what was confiscated from me. Was anything
Um,
confiscated?
Apparently not the
Your-
laundry.
Apparently not.
Your rat king was confiscated, and your crossbow was confiscated.
That's not nice. I have two
and
other weapons.
Any weapons that were on you or in your bags, like physical weapons, were taken. And if any of the alcohol was somewhat hidden or like
I
questionable
had
whether
no
or not
alcohol
what
on my
it was,
person though.
then no alcohol on you.
I drank it all.
Miss Cleric, I would love some bread as well.
She walks in, not saying a word this entire time, and chucks a loaf right at you.
A loaf.
Thank you, Miss Cleric. How poetic. Bird in cage.
The whole loaf?
One second. 1 second. Bird in cage, you say.
Vogel im Kaffig.
1 second. I need to remember the name of the spell.
Be a grown man for a day.
Back. Loading.
What I'm learning
I'll
is
pass times over.
Phil's character's curiosity killed the cat.
Mm-hmm. To be fair, that's me RPing correctly.
You see this cleric raise
Curiosity.
her hand, and a field origin on you emanates out in 60 feet in like a bubble, and you find yourself unable to speak.
Were you casting
Does
this
this
on?
affect everyone? Everyone in here?
It affects everyone in a 60-foot sphere centered on you, so it affects you and Garvin.
I can't speak anyway. How does it feel, Kree? I'm messaging this to you. I'm serious.
Oh, she did that. She did it to me, not to Ian.
No.
She centered it
can't
on
talk.
you, and it's a 60-foot spear, so it hits into Garvin's cell as well.
I messaged the cleric. I want bread too.
She looks at you. She comes into the hallway here and drops it on the floor.
Can I reach it? I'm a
And
gnome.
You can reach through the bars. You might have to you might not get that much bread. You might have to pull it through and it'll crumble, and then you have to pick up the pieces.
I can't reach the bread.
She ignores you.
Tragedy.
I just want the bread, man. Why is this cleric so mean?
You have
Hey, why are you so
levitation.
mean?
Telekinesis.
She ignores you.
I eat my bread.
She cancels you.
Cancels
Lovely.
me?
Yeah.
How does she cancel me? What?
Dude, she's
Jesus.
opening Twitter right now. She's opening.
What the fuck are you talking about, Gary?
I couldn't think of the word. Leave me alone, dude. I still can't.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Snap time.
With that, we are going to take our long rest for the night. Everyone can restore their spell slots, their HP, their abilities, yada
So
yada.
we don't have to
usual
take a watch.
long rest. No, you're in prison.
You're
That's
in
what
prison,
weapons are
yeah.
for.
What are we
Oh,
watching
thank
for? People are watching us.
People are watching us. I'm kind of nervous. You know what I'm saying?
I'm watching them so that they
You can stay up if you goddamn want to.
They're watching me, so I gotta watch them. Who's watching the watch? Who's
Just
Who
stare at the
watches
void,
the
the void
watchers on
stares
the
back.
wall?
Ugh.
All right. And in the morning, we're gonna start with Rapier and Ugg. Is there anything you two would like to do right off the bat?
I assume we can't go to the bank until we meet with Sweet right for that, probably.
There's a
Really?
chance in the morning that he's here, but the Gilbert
I'll just
said
wait until we
Walter-
meet him officially.
Walter is gonna be seeking you guys out. Okay.
Nah, we get breakfast. I get breakfast. I don't know, follow Reaper around, I guess. I don't know.
You got a
I don't have an
snack now?
agenda. I don't have an agenda.
I'm gonna go get breakfast.
Maybe I'll go
Alright.
pray to the bear god or some shit. I don't know.
Let me move y'all downstairs. There you go. Also, do I have your vision set right? I don't.
Dude,
think
it
I
got
do.
bigger. They
Yeah,
really
it is
renovated
bigger.
the place.
I'm just gonna set y'all's vision to 300 because fuck it.
Because it's a tavern. If I couldn't see across the tavern, it'd be fucking bullshit.
Yeah, exactly. Oh god. Oh, my astral isn't happy. Oh, my astral is not happy.
Bro, I thought he was an asshole the first time.
Or an astral is crashing on me every 2 minutes. Vision
Here's your
settings.
son.
There we go. There you go. Enjoy the new tavern. Elgo is there. He serves you. This morning's breakfast is just called meal. It is a bowl of rice, beans, and some kind of meat. Probably
My
a sausage
favorite.
of some sort.
Oh,
And then
Oh,
we are
that
going
hurt.
to fast travel over to our three boys in prison.
Apologize.
Y'all awake to bread and a little tankard of water already on the inside of your cell, right by the door, on the floor.
okay. Drink the water and eat the bread.
Yep, same.
Love
Breakfast.
breakfast. We are now.
When are we going to the trial? I'm asking the cleric.
The cleric looks at you, and she says her first words ever. Soon.
Okay.
First words. You mean word?
Word. Bird.
She kind of signals to the other guard. He comes over and so does one other, and they start unlocking your cells, and they are going to lead you guys to the guild quarters again for the informal trial. I'm going to move the whole party there unless anyone specifically has something they would like to do, particularly those that are not in prison. Lovely. Moving party. This is actually a lot
No, wait.
faster.
I'm not being charged as a criminal because I'm not a part of the trial yet. My pay is getting deducted. What the fuck?
You're not in danger of being separated from the guild, but you are being docked pay because you aided and abetted people. You did a good action, but for bad people.
Interesting. Okay. I'm just curious on how that logic worked.
All right, so Krieg, Garvin, and Ian, the guards bring you up, line you up like that, and they disappear. Rapier and Ugg saunter in probably a few minutes after you guys are brought up, as they have to walk across the entire fucking city to get there. And as you all are entered and sitting there, you can see Bonnier and Silver are very heatedly yelling at each other back and forth. But it does not appear to be about you guys or the break-ins and enters. It appears to be about some kind of artifact. They're like kind of just incessantly yelling. You can't really make too much out. Till eventually Leon kind of clears his throat, and they both look up and see that everyone's here, and they settle down. Gallon, the husband of the guild leader, starts off, okay, everyone, we're here for the official vote. We've all had time to sit and sleep on both sides of the story. Does anyone have anything else they would like to add for consideration before we take this vote? No? Good. Lovely. Gallon goes back to his chair. Silver kind of stands next to the table. Leon walks from the sword and he's like, okay, we've been here. This is a waste of time because we all know where this is going to go. But all those opposed, all those in favor of severancing Krieg, Garvin, and Ian from the will of the heavens and moving this to a public trial. You see Silver and Raylos raise their hands. Leon kind of looks at Raylos a little confused. And then he goes, all those opposed. And you see Ovid, Gallon, and Raltonep raise their hands. And he goes, okay, that's settled. We can be on our way. Their pays will be docked as we already previously stated. No one needs to go to jail anymore. Everyone have a lovely day. Silver is physically red and furious, shouting, "This is an outrage! This what about my property? This won't do!" And storms off about threats to talk to the king even more, yada yada yada, and he leaves in a tiffy.
Like throwing a hissy fit.
Essentially, he throws a hissy fit as he walks out the door. Varner stands next to Leon and is like, okay, Leon, thank you very much for your assistance and for making sure these fine guild members got home safely. Even though it sounds like they were the ones rescuing you after all. And Leon just kind of hangs his head, kind of like disappointedly, like in defeat, like he almost in shame. And you see him also saunter out of the guild quarters. Varner turns to address the whole party, including Ugg, who's on the couch enjoying a lovely lit fireplace. Goes,
Fuck is
okay,
chilling, bro.
now that business is
Yeah.
behind us, I hope we all learned a valuable lesson. I also hope you can continue to serve our kingdom faithfully as you have. Please accept my condolences in the docking of your pay. I still do have that item I'm working on for you guys. Don't know when that's going to be done. I'll get back to you. He then walks up to it, and he looks at you, and he messages you. And in your head, you hear he's like, okay, I've made a little progress on our problem. Come see me tonight with the details you get from Walter, and we'll see where to go from there.
Cool. See you tonight.
And he leaves the room.
Can I like what's the word? Get his attention before he leaves the room.
Oh,
It'll
you can.
cost you a thunderclap.
No.
You can get his attention before he leaves.
All right. Varner.
Yes, Mr. Silverplume.
Since we've been taking care of some guild business, it's to our understanding that there's still a mission that needs to be sorted out in the northeastern part of this province that has to do with a wizard tower or mine or something like that. Do you happen to have any extra information on that?
No, just I had some wards placed out there years ago. I had went there myself to check it out. It seemed a little too dangerous to delve in. It was structurally unsound. I didn't feel safe enough exploring it, so I just set up some wards in case some idiots went and found some shit that they shouldn't. I'm not sure what's in there myself. I just know someone has activated my wards. They could be dead. It could be nothing. It's probably worth checking out. I believe the guild did, while you guys were away, sent a party there. I believe you guys fought them in your second round of combat, or was it your first? I forget. They should be back hopefully soon with their report, but that there should be a team on that.
Okay. As you were.
And he leaves.
Why are you talking down to him?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. that's why I made a face.
Mm-hmm.
As you were.
You're private.
Does anyone have anything for the guild leaders or the guild master's husband?
I'd like to catch them up on the events of all the missions that were carried out, which is the elaboration of what happened to the kids, excluding the gold we found. We do not mention that. We do not mention the
Okay.
gold we found. But we do mention the summoning of the demon, the attempt to summon the demon.
Oh, we should also mention that other thing engraved in the ground that we don't know what it is.
Where?
In the basement of that tavern.
Oh,
That one rituals
The-
thing.
Yeah,
With
there's
all the
that
dead bodies
ritual
around
circle.
it.
Yep.
Yeah, but we didn't know. We couldn't figure out what it was. And then there was the ritual portal too that goes to the fucking 9 layers of hell.
And then, do you include everything about the outpost attack as well?
Weird purple
Um,
thing. Oh, it just says weird purple thing attack.
Yeah, the
The
ambush.
voidlings.
The ambush, the outpost attack, the force hammer, and then the second outpost attack.
Lovely.
The void.
Galen looks a little. When you mentioned the stone circles in the basement and the portal to hell, he looks a little like shocked, confused. Rat's not really an avid though. Kind of like, oh, okay. We'll send someone to check out both of those. Don't worry about that. Should be no big deal.
Remember, we killed her, right? Or did
No,
No.
she
No.
ran.
She
She ran.
Okay.
She plane shifted again.
Okay. What a bitch.
If I rolled really high, I could have maybe stopped her.
Man, where's our
Instead, I
counter
rolled
spell?
a 6.
Where's our counter spell?
How many full
I think-
casters?
I think. I don't think any of you can learn how to spell.
Oh,
No, we don't. We don't have a dedicated caster. We don't have a dedicated caster.
Yes.
We have off casters. Wait,
And then martial classes.
you're a sorcerer, right, Phil, or what are you?
oh, I'm a half caster.
He's an
What-
artificer.
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 Yeah, a bunch of half casters.
I would have gone a full caster, except for the part where I'm the bloody tank.
That's okay.
It's
I already
fine.
know,
You don't
if
need
my
to
character
Oh, you're
dies
doing
in this
great,
campaign,
Tony.
I already know what I'm gonna be making.
I would love
Well,
to do
two
magic.
possibilities.
Pat's also up for the next Warlock
I
Lawful
want to
Good
be a warlock.
Wizard.
Well-
That's what I want to do next.
No, not warlock.
Wizard.
Nope.
Okay, anyway. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry. Off
Galen.
topic.
As you were.
As you were.
Galen, Galen leaps back onto the table for no reason. He just loves hopping on tables.
He has a height
I like it.
problem, doesn't he? Complex.
He really does enjoy towering down. And he looks at all you. He's like, okay. Now that is settled. We had our little talk yesterday before y'all went to dungeons. We believe Walter is looking for you. You guys sent someone back. Deal with him. He should be. He kind of like looks around like he should be here any minute. But until then, y'all have been doing good. For now, we're gonna kind of not give you, but delegate your guys' work to Walter. He seems to have a task that the guild has deemed worthy. That we will put a pause on asking anything else of you guys until you deal with Walter's request. It should be proved very useful for the coming siege. As he says that, Walter Sweeney, the little kobold, wearing a like
Little kobold that good.
blue, like a little blue. It's like a lightish blue, and then like a pink suit and like mob hat. He's got rings on like every finger, and he's got a crossbow on his back, a dagger on one side, and a pistol on
Pimp
the other
daddy.
side.
What the hell?
Dude, this guy's a pimp.
I love
you
This is the
did
guy
it.
I'm stealing
described.
from. This is the guy I'm stealing
Oh my
He
god.
walks in, and he says, adventurers, thank you for saving my tavern during the invasion. Thank you for rescuing me from one of the 9 layers of hell. And thank you for the work you're about to do for me. Just before I go into details on what I'm going to be doing with you, does anyone have any questions for me?
When did we agree to do it?
Oh, your masters took care of that. You'll be working for me for a little bit.
Our masters. I see.
Yeah, Gilman.
I'm just looking at them like, where's my compensation?
I don't know where my fucking
Gallum-
compensation is, Chief.
John looks at Raven. He's like, "This man will pay you handsomely. Also, when you will be setting up your accounts with him shortly, your first paycheck will be in there. Once that gets all set up, you will be rewarded handsomely. We recommend working for him. You will enjoy the rewards." And Walter is just kind of like nodding the entire time, just like, "Yep, mm-hmm." So no questions from anyone.
Just explain.
What did the demon lady want with you in that ritual?
That's a very good point, and part of what I'm gonna send you on today. Well, not today, but what I'm gonna put you on for the next however long it takes to figure it out. The short and skinny is that I'm a kobold. I don't know if you know this. We're of a very distant relation to dragons. Dragons gone. Dragons powerful magic. Demon devil lady.
Blood. Got it.
wanted
Move on.
wanted dragon blood. So I don't know what she was trying to do with it, but I do know, thanks to her, I overheard a little bit before she ran a knife through my heart a few more times than I think was necessary. But that's beyond the point. As y'all know, dragons went bye-bye Some people are trying to get them back. I do miss my uncles. But what I have discovered is a lair of a silver dragon is supposedly not too far away. And since, well, the dragons are missing, the hordes are rich for the taking. So we're gonna go find and loot a dragon horde. Granted, this particular dragon horde, it is split, I believe, amongst 5-ish locations according to what they were saying. They weren't sure how many. I'm not sure.
I didn't catch what you said. What was it?
It's
5.
It's split between like 5 different layers and locations.
Oh, okay.
Is what they seem to think. I'm surprised they didn't give more details about the dragon. I know quite a few. Like I said, my uncles, cousins, distant relations, whatever. I didn't recognize any of the names they were throwing about. But they did mention about needing some kind of artifact to find it, and then some kind of elixir or whatnot to like see it. I wasn't too sure, but I'm sure Varner can help you figure out that. And the artifact, I think might have something to do with that caravan your guild was talking about. I'm sure you can figure it out. It shouldn't be too hard to find a dragon lair, right? I think y'all can do it. Any questions?
Who are you receiving information about these hordes from?
Oh, from the demon lady that killed me.
What?
Do you?
She thought I was dead, but I was not quite dead until I may have made a noise without realizing I was making a noise while I was listening. After she had plunged a knife into my heart, and she plunged another knife into my heart. But it's fine. She thought I would die, so I guess she didn't care about speaking openly.
Where do we have to go?
That's a very good question. I'm not quite sure. All I know is it's in the forest to the north. I forget the name of it. Someone can help you figure that out. Is where we're gonna start.
Do you know if this lady knew anything about the relevance of these hordes to her? Why were they important to her? I understand why we're looking for them. You know, money's good.
I think she had. I'm not quite sure. I have a feeling it has something to do with dragons coming back. As you know, the chromatic dragons versus the other. Some were good, some were bad. I believe the dragon lair we're looking for is one of the good guys. So I think she might be trying to, I don't know, set up a trap if they come back, find a way. I don't know what her goals were. She didn't elaborate. Again, I was bleeding to death. It was a quick conversation.
Oh, of course, you know. It's a miracle you retained this much information. Good on you, sir.
I've lived for a few hundred years. I'll keep living for a few hundred more.
So, how are we splitting the loot?
Well, considering I am the one that gave all this information on it, I think the split should be 50 for me, and then 50 split amongst the rest of you guys. 50-50, easy 50-50.
I start walking out the room.
Does anyone else object to 50-50 split?
Well, I'm not sure.
I'm walking out. I'm like, I literally just look at the guild people. I start walking out the door.
He's eager to get started. What can I say?
I look back at you. I'm like, you shut up. I'll keep the other money. You can go.
He doesn't seem happy.
Also, I will say, I only want the gold. Any magical items, artifacts are yours to keep. I'm not interested in that kind of stuff. I just want the money. I've got a business to run. So all artifacts are
That seems
yours.
fair.
I know treasure
I don't
dragon
mind.
hoards are filled with goodies. They like their shiny things. I just want the gold shiny things.
Just the gold, huh?
I messaged
Just the
Rapier.
gold.
Perhaps we can keep more for ourselves without telling.
And I messaged you back. He just said he wants the gold. Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing else.
All right, all right, all right. This works for me.
And I'm like, that's a deal.
All's well that ends well.
Okay. Are we about to part?
I mean, if
because I do
platinum
have something to
coins
do
show
before we
up,
part.
you know, they're not gold.
And he's like, lovely. Now on to the matter of your bank accounts at my fine establishment. Does anyone, I'm assuming you have money to deposit now, or do you just want to get your slips now, or
Our slips.
Those four all have money
essentially
to
a
deposit.
bank card?
I,
You
I-
have money
I-
to deposit.
No, I said they all four of them.
Ah, lovely. What is the sum of the money that we shall be depositing into your accounts today?
I'm gonna give
Hey,
him
guys.
200. And how much? What is 1,000 each, right? That we have in your
Yeah,
gold
there's 1,000
backpack?
each in the
Yeah.
bag of holding.
I have 1,000.
All right. So what? 1,200 then.
Probably the max you guys can carry in like a pouch is probably what? Probably like what? 500 coins. I'm assuming.
Reasonable. Realize I
Maybe
have two
250,
pencils on my desk.
250 coins. What do you want to do, Colin?
You can probably, yeah, I wouldn't carry more than, I don't think you guys can carry more than 250.
Per pouch?
Per
It's good to know
pouch.
now that I have when I have 260 on me currently.
Well, that's like per pouch. You can, if you want to have like multiple pouches of gold on you, sure. But like,
Yeah. The problem is that like we had 5,000 gold, and just like you
Yeah.
guys want to carry 1,000 gold, which would be like 4 bags on top of the money you already had plus all your gear.
I was
So it's
convinced
just
you were
like,
trying
we
to
don't have
steal
the
it.
bags either right now because you're just not in town, so you don't have
yeah,
bags
y'all didn't
available.
have bags to carry.
Well, you can now pay your pet's tax to study the bag of holding.
What's the tax?
I don't know what it was
1,000
pet.
gold coins.
Oh.
Can't you buy one for less than that? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Why
because
would
they
I
find
pay
them in this
that?
world.
All right, so
You know how rare magical items are in this world?
No,
Fucking
they're not at
nuts.
all. They're fucking dime a dozen.
they're pretty rare actually. Y'all just made friends with the dwarf that makes them.
Ugh.
So what are these slips? These slips are like credit cards or something.
They're like bank cards. It's I myself dabble in the arcane. Basically these are non-forgeable cards. Because I'm not gonna. No one's gonna. We're not gonna do pictures or like
What's the
try all
benefits of putting
that.
my money into your hand?
Thank you,
No
Reaper.
one takes it, and also when I need money, I spend it and replace it with some extra.
Okay.
If you
Oh,
happen
okay.
to be spending rather than replacing when we want it.
Exactly.
Oh, I always replace it. Your money's all your money will always be there.
What's the interest rate on my deposit?
And if it's not, what happens?
If it's not, then I pay you double when I can.
Okay.
Fine with that. All right, I deposit 1,200 gold.
200.
You
So
just
what,
want us
he's
to
giving
keep track of it ourselves?
Assuming-
or-
card, you said? Or you
Assuming
can-
Pat gave me the full 1,000, right?
Yeah, I walk up to like I guess into the table in the middle. Is that where I'm putting the gold for him?
Yeah, you can just slap it there.
I walk up and I pull out this small pouch. I'm like, put my hand in. I reach out like a bunch of gold. Put it down. Reach in, bunch of gold. They're like, "What are you doing? A lot of gold in here, you know? Like just keep going until it's all out."
All right.
All right, I
On
deposited
deposits
my money.
1,200. Lovely. Does how much does everyone else deposit, if any?
I'd like to deposit 1,000 from Rapier plus an extra 100.
So 1,100 from
1,100.
Garvin.
Just the 1,000 from Kree. Just the 1,000.
Lovely.
Rapiers.
Ian, how much does Ian wanna put in the Bank of Walter?
Just 1,000.
Lovely. And does Rapier want to put any of his money in?
Nope.
Lovely. Also, Walter looks at you, he's like, okay, that's a deposit. Just so you know, you all, thanks to your lovely guild here, already had accounts started. There is some money in there already. Your paychecks will also automatically go there. So if you want to pull those out, come to the tavern. Elgo can make transactions for you if you need be. Just show him the card, and he knows what to do with it.
How much
believe-
how much was in the bank account to start with for us?
Right now, you all have 150 in there.
Okay, so flat before we added stuff. So
Yup. I'm also keeping track of your deposits and your
He's
what's it
gonna
called?
spreadsheet it
What's
all.
in there?
Gonna spreadsheet it.
How much was already in there? 100?
150.
Oh yeah, I have to make the account to get my pay.
Yeah. The account's already made. I'm just asking you. If you want to
Okay.
deposit in, you can, or we could just keep
No,
your direct
I'm not
deposits
depositing.
going. Lovely. All right.
They had direct deposit back then. Damn, son.
Sick, man.
What do
Are
you mean,
we
though?
are we
There's
about
just an
to
alternate
head out?
world.
Because I have some business right before we part.
Oh, Walter says, about the going out in the forest. I know my details are amazing and more than enough for y'all to go on, but we are collecting some maps Varner is working on, some more details to help out. So y'all have at least a day or two until he's ready with what he's gonna send y'all out with. So I recommend y'all relax. You just came back from what sounds like a trying journey. Enjoy, spend some of your wages here in town, and I don't think I don't think the expedition will set out for at least a day, maybe two.
to go visit Tilly.
I message Walter and say, Varner said you had some.
He looks at you and says, I do. Thanks for reminding me. And Walter kind of walks over in front of Ian, and they're having for all everyone else's purpose, they're just kind of looking at each other. But Walter is
Winking
mentioning
and
his-
everything.
and he's like, "Okay, so you're the one, can't speak. Let's see. I should have pulled my notes up on this. I had notes on this. Fuck.
You told me to talk to them, man.
Yeah, I know. This is on me. God, I have notes. 1 second.
I think Colin
am
has some
such a
notes.
prepared. All right. Da 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 da.
Do.
Yeah.
Da. Jesus is not right. Okay.
Jesus.
Jesus is not right. What?
I said
Yo.
Jesus is not. I was looking at the wrong thing. Okay.
Dude, he's fucking confused as shit.
So he messaged me. He's like, "Okay, so I've seen this work before. It appears that this might have been done by one of the. I can't keep all the names straight because there's so fucking many of them. Someone in the pantheon of Triana. I don't think he's an important one. Definitely not one of the big four. Someone. He did. It's just a simple curse. The issue is, since he is Pantheon of Triana and we're on Triana, it's a godly level curse. So your typical clerics aren't going to be able to help you here, as you've seen yourself. Varner is working on something temporarily. What you need to tell him, he told me to tell you this and relay it. The God of Triana, I think it's, I forget, the one with like numbers for eyes or something. I forget. He'll know more about that. Also, that there should be some kind of herb. I think it's like some kind of foil or something that should help temporarily. But the big thing you're gonna need to know is the best way to fight a god curse is with another god's magic. or spell something like that. So you need some kind of god level power. I recommend if you find yourself near the temple of any of the big four, stopping by, saying hello. If you're ever in Cinderhall, take the ferry out to Paradise Island. That's also a lovely place to potentially talk to some of the godly beings. Every god at random became a god there, so you can connect with almost any of them if you're lucky. And yeah, so some god did this. Some kind of foil. Need it. It's like a green herb. Apparently, it's common in the forests of Lumberton, I think. And then yeah, I recommend trying to find some godly help. You will probably need a god of Triena, not one of the old gods. So I don't think your friend Kree is going to be able to help. And he's like, any questions before I'm on my way?
How do you spell fairy?
Ferry.
Oh my god, I can't believe I couldn't figure that out.
Bruh.
I was writing so fast.
Definitely
good.
spelled Fair.
I was like, F-A what? What is it, F-A what? I don't know, man. I have to panic right fast, though. I have God Curse, Green Herb Foil, common in Forests of Lumberton. Temple of the Big Four, say hello. Cinderhall Fairy.
Say hello.
Yeah, and
Say
that's the
hello
ferry
to
that
my
takes
little
you
friend.
to Paradise Island,
Paradise.
which is the island where all the
It's like
gods
Drama
become
Island.
gods. I included this in the doc at the beginning, but it's been so long, it's been months. Essentially, the generic way to become a god in this world is you go to every temple of the big four, you challenge them, they choose a contest, you beat them, you get a little coin. You get 4 of those coins, you go to Paradise Island, present them a Paradise Island, and then you talk to Free, and you become god. Potentially, if he likes it, or what you want to be the god of and all that. But Free is kind of MIA right now, and the big four are also kind of MIA-ish right now. And the fact that most of them aren't in their temples, as you guys know, Jamie is out trying to figure out the dragons. So that is that. Anything else from Walter?
I just
before he
need.
heads
I
out?
do still need to talk to her now, right?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Anyone else need anything from Walter as he starts to go to the door to leave?
Nope.
Lovely.
I think we're good.
Goodbye. All right. The guild leaders kind of look at you. Galen just 2 big thumbs up, smile on his face, and they all just look like, okay, you can be on your way now.
Cool. I go to Silver.
Since we possibly need the artifact from the caravan to find these hordes, do you have any leads on where that artifact might be? Because we tried looking for it and we don't know where it is.
That's a Abed answers like, that's a lovely question and an intelligent one, Kree. Thank you. We have word that it's potentially the same artifact. We're under the impression that there might be multiple we need. My ongoing theory, not that anyone asked, I'm going to share it though, that there might be at least 3 of them from what I've heard from my sources. I didn't think they were related to a dragon horde, but that'd be fun. And I know of who I think 2 of them are, one of which is already on its way and should be here by end of day tomorrow.
Here, this town, this
Yes.
city.
I'm having it delivered here already. One of my agents has it in their possession as of a few days ago, and it is on its way here. Good timing. We had no way of knowing it'd be related to this, but it appears it might be. And then there's a chance that the Caravan one might be lost to us if that is related. And the second one that I definitely believe is related, I have sources that say it might be in the camp of Firehand. So that one will be a little tricky to acquire.
Gotcha. Appreciate the information.
Tricky. Why would it be tricky? You just walk right in. And walk right out.
Forehead.
I appreciate
Forehead.
your confidence, but considering that is the entity, I shall call him, aiming to set siege to our city, and we are aiming to set siege to his camp, might not be so easy. But
You
we
don't
shall
think
see.
I could get past them?
I think you could get past a lot of them, but I don't know if you could get the artifact and get out without being spotted.
We're setting siege to their camp. Do you know at what time the siege is beginning?
We are nowhere near ready for that. We are trying to preemptively strike him before he strikes us. The recovery of Walter will help greatly as he has funded most everything that the king could not. So our bankroll is back. Thank you very much for that.
Oh, I see. I see.
And we are hoping that we can launch some kind of siege by the end of the next 4 weeks. Hopefully we can be ready to get out. We might have to delay that since we did lose half our guard force. And we were planning on taking them with us already to leave the city unguarded. But now we don't even have that. So we'll see. We're hoping we can find some people from some of the different kingdoms. We sent letters out, and we'll see who answers in the next
I look
few
at Ovid.
weeks.
I'm just like, maybe I can just sneak in and cause a little bit of havoc. Just, have to wait longer.
We'll see. We have some ideas on how to stall. We're working on some things. Our agents, including yourself, shall be quite busy the next few weeks. But for now, take a break. Follow up some leads from Walter. This dragon horde might potentially be very, very helpful for everyone. And if the enemy's after it, we need to get to it first. Any other questions for them? As they are kind of like looking at the map and like trying to dismiss you, but like are willing to answer more intelligent questions like Chris.
I walk away.
Walk away. Okay.
Yep.
Where is everyone going to head?
I'm gonna try to find silver.
Same.
You're gonna try to find silver.
What are we trying to find
Silver.
silver for?
I'm going to apologize.
Oh, you're going to apologize to him. Oh, okay.
So,
I'm going
y'all.
to see if he has my poison.
And I'm going to
Um,
be a supervisor for Rapier. Make sure he's being a good boy.
you
What do you
all
mean?
walk outside of the room.
I'm kidding.
I haven't done anything suspicious.
I'm kidding.
You talk suspicious.
Y'all walk out of the room.
Oh,
And you
whoa.
see Leon, Silver, and Varner
Oh.
are engaging in conversation. Silver seems to have significantly cooled down. And they seem to be discussing the artifact. Or an artifact.
I messaged Silver. Hey buddy, I just wanted to apologize for my transgressions.
He is continuing having the conversation with Varner, but also answers to you without looking at you. He goes, "What? How would he say this?" Your curiosity is admirable. Your means despicable.
That's fair.
And he continues to have his conversation.
That's fair.
He does
Damn.
He does notice that, like, after you message, he's now aware that everyone's kind of walked out, and he's like, Varner, we shall have to continue this later, but I will do my best to check in my notes and see if I have anything that could be of use to you or these delinquents.
Delinquent.
Hey, listen, I
And he turns to-
apologized.
He turns and he looks at Rapier and he's like, the only non-delinquent out of the group.
What's up, Sylvia? My boy.
How
Dude, if
can I
Ugg
help
was
you?
more intelligent, you'd tell him to fuck off.
Yep. What can I do for you? Your package isn't quite ready, but I did find a use for it, so there is something coming.
Cool. Okay, that's all I want to check up on. Need any help? Just let me know. Get up, walk away.
I shall. You're good.
I'm used to this new position.
Does anyone want to speak with Silver, Varner, or Leon?
Are all of our belongings are returned to us by now, right?
Yeah, when you were brought into the guild hall, the guards left the stuff because they assumed you guys wouldn't do anything stupid in front of the guild leaders. So all your equipment's been returned.
I take out the carrot costume. And
Okay.
with the most serious face as I can, muster, because this is a serious problem, I walk up to Silver and I hand it to him, and I say to him, I believe this is important to solving the mystery of the hole in the sky. And I hand it to him.
You see, he grabs it. You can see he does a little, like, his eyes adjust a little bit, and he
Got a
goes,
carrot?
he goes, oh, I see. This is actually quite useful. Huh. I appreciate you seeing fit to give this to me.
I also give him the lingerie.
He grabs the lingerie, and you see his eyes adjust again. He's like, oh, okay. Oh, okay. These are going to be very useful. Maybe your curiosity will
Anyone gonna tell him
outweigh
about the
your
weird
means.
purple shit?
Does
No
anyone
one
have
gonna
anything
no one gonna
for
tell about the
Varner?
weird purple
Or
things that
Silver?
we.
Just so you, all right,
Wasn't
Silver,
planning on
just
it.
so you know,
No.
I attempted to don the carrot costume in fashion that may or may not be similar to what have caused us to begin this earlier problem with the trial this morning. But I must tell you, because it's probably important, that it had caused me to receive visions, and in these visions, I was able to find 2 more creatures similar to the dragon that we removed from your laboratory, and there was a purple and white one, and then there was a black and red one, and with them there were rings associated to them, a purple ring and a red ring.
You see his eyes narrow, and he looks at you. I'm gonna need some dice for this.
Oh boy.
1 second. Okay. His eyes narrow, and they look like extremely narrow. Like even his pupils get like real skin. Like it's a little creepy. Like it's very creepy. It's like not human like almost. And he goes, "Are you sure that that's exactly what you saw?"
I'm absolutely sure. And if it's not too much for me to what's the word? It's not too much for me to assume what I saw. I think I might have been seeing through the eyes of one of the gods of Trina.
I believe you're correct. What you just told me sounds like very similar to the stories we've heard from those that survived the incident on Paradise Island when the hole in the sky opened. I believe you just saw through the eyes of Phylor, which would make sense as this appears to be a carrot costume, and he was good friends with Caratala. And I believe those forms you saw might have been, in fact, Jax and Free themselves. And it troubles me that you said you saw rings bearing the same colors, because that may explain why they seem to have disappeared. They may be here but just in different form. This is very important, and I'm very thankful for you sharing this. I do not expect this of you. Either of
Well-
you. And he looks at Kree and Bulky.
Well, it may be an unfortunate circumstance that we happen to hinder the progress of solving this mystery. I think it should go without saying that we are invested in the health of this kingdom, just as much as you are, as much as it may not seem it to be.
He nods, and he takes both the carrot costume and the lingerie, folds them up in his hands, and he starts to make for the exit. Does anyone have anything they would like to do with Varner or Leon or even Silver before he exits?
I suppose I'll message Varner and relay the information that Walter told me to.
Very quickly he relays you. He's like, "Oh, I have some of that. I will finish the tincture, and I should have it done tomorrow morning if you would like to come pick it up. It may give us some more clues onto which god cursed you, and potentially relieve some of the curse. We shall see."
I also asked Barnier that we may or may not require some sort of elixir to find these dragon hordes, which are integral to supporting the war effort against the Camp of Firehand. Is that the name of the?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
But it's against Firehand, and he's got a camp outpost, so it's the war against Firehand. It's fine.
Yeah, we
And he
need
goes,
some kind of elixir
"Okay."
to find a silver dragon's horde.
Okay.
Who's
I
saying
will.
that?
I will. Free to Varner. Varner goes, "I already have Silver looking for some stuff. Looking into some stuff. I myself shall also look into a few more things. And tomorrow, come in the morning with me and bring your gnome friend with you, and we should have some stuff put together that might assist you guys."
So we shall. That's it for me.
That is it for you. Lovely. Where would everyone like to head?
What time is it, roughly?
It's like mid-morning, almost noon.
Okay. I want to go see what Tilly's up to. Pop in on him.
Lovely. I'm just gonna move the whole party there because it's easier.
It's
A
fine.
lot of people want to go there, probably.
I don't think he's gonna upgrade my weapon, but I just want to see what he's doing.
Y'all walk in, and Tilly is behind the counter. And it appears he's just kind of like arm resting, kind of like nodding off, almost like he's napping.
Alright. On the way in, I accidentally bumped the door.
You see Tilly, his arm goes, his head slams out the table, and he jolts up. I heard about your little run-in with Silver.
Oh,
Yeah. Things
I
got
wanna
a little
clarify
out of
some- I
hand.
want to clarify something. When I said shove your trident up his ass, I meant him, not the kingdom's ass.
oh, things just happen.
Wouldn't that be the same thing? If you shoved the trident up his ass, he'd probably die. And if you did that, that would affect the kingdom because he's doing research. on the kingdom.
Listen,
Listen, he's an elf. It's fine. And he's like, I understand the mischief. It happens. I'm not judging. I just hope y'all didn't incriminate me in any way.
Oh no.
no,
sir.
never, no.
They
sir.
totally didn't sell you out. Totally.
Shut up, Rapier.
Lovely. Lovely.
Shut up, mute.
We didn't.
I'm messaging.
Yeah, I said.
And I'm
shut up,
pointing
mute.
around the room as I say it.
Let me see if I can as you he's like, okay, good. Since you guys are here, I should mention that some items have been finished.
Ooh.
So he looks first
Goody.
at Rapier and he pulls out. I wonder how this is gonna work.
Oh, it's
Can I
done.
just like give this hand out options? I don't think that's gonna
I got
work.
an insider preview of some of the new weapons.
Oh,
I'm just gonna give
They're
this
spicy.
to. I'm just gonna send this to Pat.
Yeah.
It is your new quiver.
Yep. Exciting.
There you go. And he points at Garvin and tells him to come over.
Oh shit.
He like motions for you to give him your bow.
Right. Oh
Here
my
is
god,
my
I can't
bow.
believe that's the first sentence I read of this thing.
What was the first sentence?
The first sentence is the wondrous product of the mysterious Thanos and the craftsman of Tilly.
I like how we still don't know Rapier's true name in game. That's the best part for me.
Tilly takes
saw that.
Garvin's bow. He goes in the back. You hear some little like
Close the
rummaging.
door.
He comes back with like some like runes, like physical stone runes, and you see him like hold them over the both. There's 3 of them. He mutters something, and they seem to melt into the wood, leaving like indents almost. And he's like, "Okay, here's your bow. I will be able to upgrade this more. The thing is, this is meant for kind of magical-esque purposes. So essentially, the more you use this bow, it's going to store energy in these 3 rune slots that I gave it. Once it has stored enough energy, come to me. I'll be able to actually activate these powerful runes in them, so on and so forth. So just kill things with it. You seem good at that, and there is the new page for your bow, Gary.
Sweet.
And he looks at Ugg and he goes, I have something in the works for you, Mr. Ugg, that is almost in completion. I have to figure out the some more, I call it magic math, just a little bit more to make it work entirely and bring everything together. And then night vision goggles for Mr. Rapier. I have something on its way. I had to have it delivered in. I say by a week's time, I should have night vision goggles ready for you. Lovely. And to point out for Gary, your weapon is now level 1, so you get to pick one of those. So your bow is at level 1.
Oh shit, okay.
So take your time. There's not gonna be combat this session.
You hope.
So like
You
So you
hope.
say.
we hope.
We have
Made a
these
fool out of you
3
before.
idiots here, though.
I apologize.
So
You will do something stupid again.
This is true.
so take your time, and you just pick one of those. Do let me know
Holy
which one you
cow.
pick when you pick it.
Okay.
Enjoy reading it. I went a little crazy with flavor text and everything too.
I have a question.
What's your question?
It's about the quiver. The quizzer.
Yes.
The quizzer. Sorry, the quizzer.
Oh my, yeah. That was
Love to
intentional.
see it.
That was intentional.
With this quizzer, any arrow dipped in poison will remain poison. Does the poison I put into the quiver, I almost said quizzer, quiver, remain in there indefinitely? It doesn't say
Yes.
there's a limit to it.
That if you like dump a poison like thing into it, that even if you do the refresh thing, all those arrows will stay poisoned until you use up enough uses, and enough uses would be like when you fire like 30 arrows of it, then you'd have to dump a new one in.
Okay, gotcha.
But if you poison individual arrows like a special tip thing and you put them in there and then do the mechanism thing, that would delete that poison. But if it's in the bottom of the quiver, it will stay there and refresh until you use enough arrows. So it's 30 uses of dumping poison into the quiver itself. But that does work, and that is... Forgot to include that text in there. I knew I forgot something inside that.
Quiver poisoned.
Never ending poison. Never ending.
Too long-winded.
Yeah. Until he also looks at Garvin, he's like, I know you didn't request the poison quizzer, as I'm calling it. That Rapier requested, but I am also working on a quiver for you, as you do use the arrows. And we don't want anyone running out of ammunition in the middle of the battlefield. So when y'all come back, that should also be ready for you. Do you plan on using poison yourself? Would you like one of them as well, or are you good with just normal?
I'd like to
quiver,
focus
normal-
more on the arcane arts than I would mechanics and poison. You know what I mean?
Lovely. I shall have something particularly for you. I'll just whip one up and remove some stuff. It'll be easy. Again, probably will take me another week until that's done. Also, by that point, our good friend Ugg, I should have something ready for you. And that is that. Does anyone have anything else for Tilly?
No, just wanted to check up on him. That's all.
Lovely. Lovely jubbly.
I asked Tilly, do you have any more ball bearings?
Oh.
Ball bearings. No. Not. I'll check the back. He goes in the back. Rummage.
Oh, just doesn't want to give me ball bearing.
Comes back out. No ball bearings. I've got some caltrops.
Oh.
Oh, whoa.
Sure.
And he's like, no, I am gonna have to charge you for these.
Well, yeah, that's fine.
The other ones, everything else I've been making for y'all gets handled with guild stuff. How many are you looking to take?
How
or
many
buy?
do you have?
Colin needs to stop asking that question.
Uh-huh.
How many do you want?
You just say it's
How many
XGP
you
for
have?
1,000, essentially.
I've got 3 bags of them.
I'll take all 3.
All right, that will be 1 second.
Just for my own
Some prices
curiosity,
here.
what effect do caltrops have in game?
They deal 1d4 damage when a person steps on them.
Yep.
Cool.
And they double.
They walk
as
slower.
covering.
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like double movement
movement.
inside of it.
Okay. Just curious.
That's going to be
Well, that's
3
only if they
gold
want to be
pieces.
careful. If they're going to be careful, they have heavy terrain. But if they're not careful, then they take d4 damage for every
Okay.
5 feet of movement in it.
Oh, damn, okay.
What constitutes as them being careful, whether or not they notice it's there?
Richard, your webcam's frozen.
It's basically if they they lower their walking. So instead of just going through it normally, they have to go to a slow pace, which is like double the movement.
Or take the D4.
It would take
every
to
step.
move the 5 feet. So instead of moving 5 feet per square, they would move 10 feet. For a harsh.
Take damage.
That's cool.
So yeah,
Situational,
3
but cool.
gold pieces. 3
I
gold
would rather
pieces
have
for the
call
3
drops than
bags.
fucking steel ball bearings because
It doesn't have to
doesn't
roll
have to go
saving throws
prone.
every time.
Colin,
prone.
Yes.
is there a difference between piercing and magical piercing?
Yeah, magical piercing. So how resistances work in most monsters, it will say resistance from bludgeoning, piercing, slashing from non-magical weapons.
Okay.
So it's a magical weapon. I'm just classifying it as magical piercing. That way, you know it ignores that kind of resistance.
Gotcha.
But yours always has. It's been a magic bow. So you've been good on that. I
Okay.
think at this point, the only one that doesn't have a magical weapon his rapier.
Sadly.
It's coming.
It's coming. It's in
Yeah,
the
no,
works.
I'm aware.
Phil has seen some a screenshot of it.
Colin's hitting me
So
up like,
far,
"Is this OP? Do you think this is too much?"
Like, is this too much? But it'll be fun.
Never.
It'll be fun.
Never. I only attack once per turn.
Dude, you're
What
fucking
can go
welcome. I
wrong?
told him no.
What can go wrong? I only attack once per turn.
I'm really happy with the weapon I've made as of right now for you. I just have to finish making it. And give you a way to get it. Anything else for Tilly, anyone?
I'm good.
Do you happen to sell any random magical items, or are you just expressly an ordering kind of service?
Is there something in particular you're looking for?
Nope, just looking to browse, really. If you had anything random, but other than that, nope.
Let's see if he has anything in the back, shall we? 1 second.
Dice roll, please.
Colin rolls a d6. Oh,
I was gonna use something on my phone app, but I'm gonna use something else that I have.
Do you have an app to randomly generate a magical item?
Yes, I can choose a type and a rarity, and it's a phone app, and I can generate a lot of stuff on this actually.
Whack.
Yes. Towns, monsters, cities.
Oh. I need to ask Tilly the chunks of the crystals I have. Can he identify them?
Oh shit.
You might be able to. I'll make a copy. Okay. Let's see what he has on him. Oh, I got random stories. Is any of this magical? Oh, he's got a very expensive piece of magic armor.
What is it? I want to know.
He's like, oh, I do have something. I can't give it out to you guys.
Adamantine +1 full plate armor.
It is, and he kind of like lugs out this thing of chainmail. Like it's pretty bulky chainmail. He's like, oh, this is some very protective chainmail armor. On a scale of 1 to let's say 30, instead of this being like a 16 in protectiveness, it's like a 16 plus 3.
Holy shit. Where the fuck did you get this?
It's +3 chainmail?
Yep. It's a
How
19
expensive is that?
AC. How expensive it is? Yeah.
It's 37,000 gold pieces.
Okay. I
Yeah,
don't actually
it's a-
laugh, but
It's basically +1 armor is a rare, right?
I think.
Rich, I'll
Or
pull
uncommon.
Ugg's money together
it's
if you want.
uncommon.
If you could get if you can convince one other person to pull their money together.
no,
It's
This is considered-
37,000.
You can't
Oh,
afford it.
37th. Okay, I thought 3,000.
37,000.
Will you
Heard
guys
that the,
d-
heard that the
did you
wrong way.
will you guys do you ask Tilly about the like adamantine mithril armor, right?
Asked about where to find like a mine for it. Asked if he knew any. Oh, he said like there's like the mountain range to the north where there's other dwarfs, but they're pretty like secretive and closed off, right? I think that's what he said.
Yes.
Said something about Veche. I don't know what Veche is. I
Yeah,
have
that's
Veche written down.
the type of what's it called? Government that the dwarves go by.
Oh,
And he's like, okay, do I have anything else back here? Oh, I've got Oh, don't make me buy this. No, I want to just look it up. What the fuck is this? I have never seen this before. 1 second, but it's in this inventory, so let's see what it is. He does have a magical weapon. It is a Yakula. And he goes, as opposed to a normal one of these. This one seems to do a little bit more. Maybe if on a scale of 1 to 3, it's like a 2 instead of a 0. This is a +2 Yukula, which is a simple melee
How
weapon.
do I spell that?
YKLWA. It's a 3-foot wooden shaft with a steel blade up to 18 inches long. It can be
Unproficient.
thrown. It can be thrown with a range of 10 feet or 30 feet.
It's like a
10
short,
30.
but it has just a long blade on.
It is a +2 one of these. He's like, for you guys, it'll only run you like 2,900 gold.
That's right. Thanks.
And he's like, all right. I don't know if this is so much magical. I find it quite magical. And he pulls out this luxurious like silk outfit that's like all rainbow. And he's like, I got this pure silk outfit. In case any of you are interested in any trades or anything. It's beautiful. I don't know.
Women's clothing or male clothing?
It's just it's very gender neutral. And it's like almost unisex. It's a little more like male. It almost looks like kind of like a suit and like cloak kind of thing, but like it's just more like what's the word of it? God, I need to be better with fucking clothes. It's like a silky shirt vest kind of thing, and like silky bottoms, and then kind of like a overcoat kind of thing. And it's like all like it's just a rainbow. Everything is like rainbowed, but like the coat itself is the most rainbow, and then the shirt's more kind of like not the typical like lines rainbow, almost like a tie-dye ish, but with like no center point, and the pants are a similar but almost opposite. So like the colors are going inwards instead of outward. I wish I could have a visual representation for this. Like this wonderful outfit, it may not be enhanced. It's a wonderful outfit. It will run you 500 gold pieces though.
Pass.
And I know what you're thinking. I could tailor it for any size, stature, or wingspan.
He's a tailor too. Good intel.
That is okay.
Sidebar: is Tilly gay? I mean, is that where this is coming from?
Give me an insight check.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
21.
Champ.
21. 21 is a good check. You're not entirely sure of his exact sexuality, but you are sure that he is not straight.
Heard.
Anything else at Tilly's?
Do you know how to upgrade Crackle? The Trident.
Yes. Similar to what I told your friend Garvin here. Keep using it. It will store energy in those runes that are on there, and eventually, it will be full enough to upgrade. And in your case, I'm assuming a temple of some sorts and a prayer to your god will finish. I just started the job.
I see.
It was dormant. I just kind of kickstarted it. And now that you're aware of it, I'm surprised your god didn't leave instructions with it. That's a little weird. I'm used to instructions being left with all that kind of stuff, or some kind of dreams or something. But I guess he did give you a dream to come see me, so I guess I needed to kickstart. Maybe I can do the further upgrades, but essentially, when you see your trident in the runes glowing, try a temple if you're closer to one. If not, try me, and we should be able to do something.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Anything else for Tilly? No. Lovely. Does anyone
wait a
have?
minute.
Oh,
There's the crystals I have.
yes. You show them to him, and Tilly looks at him and is like, "Huh. So where'd you? What are these?"
I don't know. They're crystal material. That's what I know.
Where did you get them?
One of the 7th layers of hell.
9
9.
layers of hell.
Can't count.
It's okay, Birdman. Hell was good enough for me. Hell, I see. And what were they? Were they do? Did they serve a purpose? Were they just decoration?
From what we know, the rest of the crystals, the major chunks of the crystal was being used to project some type of firewall magic.
I see. And he looks at them like he puts down his goggles, and it's got one of those like multiple lenses where you can flip down and like zoom in, magnify even more. He like flips them all down really quickly, and he's like holding them each individual and looking at them. Then he holds them all up, kind of like in a line. He spends a few minutes examining them, and let's see if he can meet this DC with his advantage. Hot dog, that will be enough. Okay. He looks at them and he's like, I can do something with these. In fact, these might help finish what I need to make our friend Uggs here. We'll just call it a shield. It's much more than that, but at its core, it's a shield. If I could borrow these, I will return them unharmed, but I will need them to finish my math magic.
So they're not going to be consumed?
Hopefully not, if I do this right.
So what do you need, like, the whole set?
I will need this whole set, yes. And
Okay.
hopefully I can recreate the effects on some other thing. Hopefully I don't have to use these 3 pieces themselves.
Well, there's
If
4.
I have to, 4.
'Cause there's
the 4
red,
pieces.
purple, red, blue, green, and I have 3 quarter-size pieces of each.
Yes. He only needs 1 piece of each 4, and he's like, I'm gonna take these. I'm gonna hopefully not have to use them, but if I have to consume them to finish the project, is that okay with you? I can recompensate you.
Yeah, as long as you compensate me for them, it's fine.
Lovely. I will try my best not to
I
have
mean,
to
it's
consume
nothing
them.
off my back. It's just that you're going to be paying. So,
Understood.
what are they exactly? If you don't mind.
I'll be quite honest, I'm not sure. All I know is they seem to have the property to project spells at a range, and they seem to be kind of almost a spell focus. And they do a very similar effect to what our friend Ugg there might want. So I'm thinking I could repurpose these. Hopefully it won't just be a flame wall. Hopefully they could do other things as well. But it looks to be almost like a one-way magic thing. Some kind of almost like one-way glass, but magic. So I hope to be able to use that for our friend Ugg's shield.
Okay.
Lovely. Anything else for Tilly?
Nope.
Lovely. Does anyone have anywhere they would like to go? You guys do have spending money if y'all want to. You all haven't really gone shopping since like what fucking episode 1 or 2. If y'all want to go to any shops, you can. If there's anything anyone's looking for, Varner's magic shop is still closed. Tilly doesn't have that many magic items or anything else. But in this place you can find. I'll give you a list of shops. We've got a blacksmith. We've got a jewelry shop. We've got a bookstore, a clothing store, a general store.
Jewelry shop. Are these jewelry typically enchanted with magic?
Not particularly, no. But at the Varner's magic shop isn't open where it sells magic items, but there is a shop that sells magic supplies as well. They might have some magical-esque stones.
I don't really know what you mean by it. You mean can put these magical stones, which can give magical effects to jewelry, which I wear.
Yeah, like the
Okay.
magic shop would have magic jewels. The jewelry store themselves wouldn't have magic jewels.
Okay. And those magical stones are in Varner's magic shop.
Any like magical item, like any like ring of protection or like amulet that makes you fly, that kind of stuff, would be in Varner's, which is closed.
I want an immovable rod. What I want.
That would also be at Varner's. But there's a shop that basically just sells components to spells, as well as like a spell caster shop almost. They might also even have spell scrolls.
I'm just gonna buy basic necessities.
All right. What shop does anyone want to go to? A shop? Do we all want to go to the same shops?
That's where you bought your ball bearings from before, was the blacksmith.
True. Let's go to the blacks.
He's out.
All right.
Alright.
No, y'all can go to the blacksmith. We're gonna stay in Tilly's because I don't have maps for all these, just because
That's-
fuck it. I am also gonna quickly go to the bathroom. So talk amongst yourselves as you all walk to the blacksmith together.
I guess to talk to Ugg.
What?
I'm gonna talk to you. We walk to
Alright.
the blacksmith. I look at you. I'm like, so I guess you owe me a favor now, huh?
I'll pay you earlier.
Hmm?
For selling horn off of Devil.
So
That's saying I don't owe you.
that was loot shared between the party.
Okay, what do you want?
A future favor. Future.
Okay.
He's gonna forget about that shit, man. He's stupid.
He's
He'd be like,
not
"What
fucking
favor?"
remember.
What's that?
The funny part is, Pat, you were saying this like Ugg wouldn't help you if you did it.
It depends on the thing. I would ask.
Uggin's pretty stupid, man. He'd do
Yeah.
a lot.
If he trusts you, he's pretty he'll pretty much go along with it. He trusts you.
The high end folks you gotta worry about. The high wisdom.
It's not Ugg. Ugg doesn't have the mental capacity to figure out whether or not you're gonna do something that's gonna negatively impact everyone around him. Doesn't got enough time for that shit.
Are the Rogue and Paladin conspiring?
No,
He wants
I
a
said
favor
you
from me in the future.
Define conspiring.
Just asking for a favor in the future. Get it.
Or like Ugg is too
What?
stupid to understand what a favor is.
He's not that.
What's
No,
his name?
he understands what a favor
He
is.
understands what honor is and stuff. Like that's
Yeah.
all that
Okay, okay,
matters.
okay.
Honor a promise.
Oh, I need to re-import Tilly's fucking workshop. I have double grid on here, and it's confusing as fuck. What the hell?
Yeah, it looks a little fucked.
This is what happens when you don't turn the grid off before you export from Incarnate.
Don't look at you problem.
It is a me problem.
Hey,
But it's
Colin.
also a you problem. Yes.
You remember the thing you wrote on my sheet about the crits on a 19 or a 20?
Yes, and I can also pull your thing up because I have it.
I was just curious if that also applies to 21, or if it's just for 19 and 20.
Or you can't roll a 21 on 20.
Oh, I see. If it's just if the it's not
Natural.
like a mod. Okay.
Yeah.
Natural, yeah, not mod, just natural. Like what you
Oh,
want
that'd
it
be
to
so broken if you could mod 19 and fucking crit.
Some classes, I don't know what has that. Something has that.
Fighter. I think some fighters get that.
Where it's a mod? I don't think so.
No, not where it's mod, where like you crit on
Yeah, you
it.
can get it where on a 19 you get
Naturally.
crit. Yeah.
Yeah, I know that's a popular thing, and I think I've given that to most of you, your weapons. As a possibility, at least for those that are somewhat martial-esque.
Dude, imagine having like a weapon XD, a traditional weapon.
Imagine not dual wielding shields.
shields.
Lamau. Alright. Where do we want to go? Blacksmith, right? That's what we said? Cool.
Yeah.
Alright. There is a tiefling behind the desk. He's a blue tiefling with like ebony horns and like an ebony point in his tail, and he's just kind of like polishing a sword. As
Oh, it's a different
I'm
blacksmith from the first Sussin.
I'm assuming you're all going. Is everyone going?
Or I'll follow. Don't really have business with them, but
Lovely. Yeah, he sees you all walk in. He's like, "Oh, welcome, welcome. How may I help you, adventurers?"
Do you have any steel bar?
Let me check my inventory. Do. No. He comes back. He's like, I don't have any ball bearings. No.
I have some Caltrops.
I have some caltrops I was
Oh,
waiting for.
She's like, this is ending.
I got some Caltrops. Do you want those?
You got
It's
to
like,
use the
"Fuck
ball
this
bearings
guy. Get him out of
twice.
here with these ball bearings."
Hey man, the shop's inventory is randomly generated, so that's up. It could have given you ball bearings, but
Got
it
some
didn't.
caltrops.
Nope. This
What
one don't
about armor? Do you sell
Armor?
rare armor here?
What sort of armor do you
Armor,
have, actually?
armor. Oh,
got
we
some-
do have a rare piece of armor. 1 second. Let me pull it up because D&D Beyond sucks and it makes me want to pay for fucking shit. 1 second. I don't like that this links to D&D Beyond. We do have a piece of special armor. It's a rare piece of armor. That's not how you spell that.
Can't spell quiver either. Quizzer.
Okay.
I don't know where I got 21 from. I don't know why I was even thinking that.
Wow, this is an awful description of this. I'm going to find a better description. Wow, this is awful. Okay. He pulls out a breastplate. It's like a half breastplate. He's like, this is called the Dragon Guard armor. It's a bit more protective than our normal like steel breastplates. Potentially from a rating of 0 to 3, 1.
Wait, is it a
also-
breastplate or
It is a breastplate.
Is there anything special about it?
It is essentially a +1 breastplate, and it also because it has it's been known to affect to help those in ward off a dragon's breath. And what that essentially boils down to is this is a +1 breastplate, which gives you advantage on saving throws against dragon breath weapons.
So
yeah,
useless.
Breastplate is does he allow you to sneak with it?
Yes.
Let me
I have
double
the-
check. I think
I have the page up now. There's no stealth disadvantage.
And it's a max dex too, right?
Yes.
Yeah, max of 2. So this one, if its max AC would be 14, 17. This would give you an AC of 17 if you had at
Max.
least 2 Dex mod. Because it's +1, so the max is usually 16 for a breastplate. This would be AC of 17 and no disadvantage on stealth. Oh, you interested, sir?
Thinking about one.
How much is the breastplate?
How much?
Oh, it's only 2,200 gold pieces.
Yeah, figures.
Why is it so?
You're paying 1,600 extra gold for those advantages on fucking saving throws, my dude.
Dude, my favorite
and an
part is,
extra 1 to AC. It's an extra
yeah, you
1 to
should
AC.
haggle him down. The dragons are gone. What use is the enchantment?
This, but unironically.
But how useful could it actually be with dragons not being an issue in the continent?
I would like to point out, y'all are going on a quest to a dragon's horde.
You know,
Yeah,
we have.
Dragons are dead.
Listen, three out of the
just fought
5 of
an
us have
amalgamation
made a
of dragon
saving
guys.
throw
Are you
against
kidding
Dragon's
me?
Breath.
Yeah, but he doesn't know that.
I know that.
The story was told.
I'm trying to
I got the dragons
2 of us
and
failed
that's
that saving throw.
I'm trying to help you haggle him down by giving you an argument. All right, Pat?
No, it's an argument. Not that. That's not the issue. Thinking what the price should be.
About tree fitting.
Tree fitting. You're going with tree fitting?
Mm-hmm.
Whew. Oh, and by the way, I picked that one. That was complicated for me for some reason, but I think I got it.
Which one did you pick?
The second one.
Sir,
Second one. Cool.
sir,
Cool.
I will offer you 500 gold pieces for it.
That's the
500
spirit.
gold pieces for an armor of this craftsmanship?
This craftsmanship. Okay, you find a dragon. You tell me, then I'll buy it. Okay.
Listen, dragons,
Listen,
may have
Linda. I'm just
disappeared.
saying.
they may have disappeared. Well, I'm just saying, if they could have all magically disappeared, they can all magically reappear. And then this armor might be real useful when dragons come back and are real mad that they've been gone for a year. I'm just saying everyone might want one of these. This is actually a deal we're giving you. Because if they come back angry, this will be a hot item and keep you from being hot.
Sure. Let's go with that. I'm just saying, if you even jack up the price more when the dragons do come back, no one's gonna pay for it still because they won't afford it.
I'm charging it at what it's worth and what I make at least some profit on.
Some profit.
I bought this armor myself for 2,000 gold from a dwarven craftsman.
Yeah, and you got ripped.
I bought it when
So now you're
dragons
trying to
was
rip
still
me.
a thing.
You
Listen,
got
now they're
ripped,
not.
and now you're trying to rip me
The
because you got
dragons,
ripped.
the dragons will come. The dragons are coming back. I'm telling you, the dragons will be back.
I'm rolling
This
insight to
armor-
whether or not this tiefling is part of a grand conspiracy to magically reappear the dragons of Triana.
Oh my god.
Okay, give me an insight roll.
Where do my roll go?
Give a fucking.
I can't type. I don't see my roll. Can you roll for me +8?
I don't even see where. How
What's happening?
the fuck?
Do you want me to roll for you?
My chat log. I don't know. Do you see the chat logs?
Oh,
Gary
Gary
rolled.
can roll.
Yeah, won't
Very
let me
good.
type in it earlier. I don't know.
That is weird. Hold up.
Huh, I've been testing and chats on it all day.
I'll refresh. Lock me out.
Because it should work.
Mine worked. That could be your roll if you want. That was 20 plus 8.
Logging back in. I will not take your roll.
Refuses.
I'll make my own roll.
You refuse a 20. That's probably wise.
22.
22.
Is this man part of a conspiracy to bring back dragons onto Triana?
On a 22. Okay. On a 22, what you get is this man seems very adamant about dragons. He seems very much under the belief that the dragons are coming back in the near future. He doesn't appear like he himself is a part of some kind of cult or gang to bring them back. No, you don't get any kind of those vibes. You do get the sense that he does personally very strongly believe that the dragons will be returning soon. Whether or not that's because he's a fucking dragon cultist, very low on the totem pole, you're not getting those vibes, or if he's just really trying to sell this piece of dragon god armor that he paid 2,000 gold for.
You know what's funny? He's adamant about it, but like at the same standpoint, like if he's so worried about the dragons coming back, he should want the armor for himself. He should want... Just saying.
Mm-hmm.
And see if I had the armor on him. Let me double check his list and make sure I didn't shortchange you guys. Do. Yep, no, that's his only piece of armor.
What? He's
He literally doesn't have
armor.
normal armor at all.
Oh, he has like normal. If you're looking to buy like up to 1 second, I will actually tell you what other normal armors he has. He has padded leather, studded leather, hide, chain shirt, scale mail, spiked armor, a normal breastplate, and then half plate. All his heavy armor is being taken by the king and the guild.
How much is he selling the half plate for, out of curiosity?
The half plate, he is selling for 800 gold pieces.
Yeah, no.
Anything else from the blacksmith?
Yes, actually.
Okay.
I want to buy. Hold it.
Suspense.
Hold it. A short sword.
Oh,
Some sort.
you're looking for a short sword. He does have a magical short sword.
Okay. How can I take that off your hands? What's it gonna cost me?
Okay, 1 second.
I do have.
Small price of
Thank you.
20,000 gold.
I do have a light crossbow to trade or to help compensate for the cost, if that helps.
So what he pulls out is a gold sword, and he's like, "This is a flaming sword."
Woo!
He puts like the sword away, like behind him, and he whispers to you, and he's like, "It's got a command word, and if you say the right word, it bursts into flames. If you buy it, I'll tear it to you. I don't want to set flame now." And he's like, yeah, it's a sword. It catches on fire. We gave one of these each to the king's guard. It's more of like a ceremonial sword. I don't think most of them actually use it. I think Bird Chi actually gave his away.
What is the name of the sword?
Oh, I think its proper name is called Flame Tongue.
Okay, I see.
Flame what?
Tongue.
Flame tongue? Can
But
I like inspect it and see kind of like the damage it does or the stats or
Oh,
anything?
it's a short sword, so it will normally do 1d6 piercing. But for this one, you can use a bonus action to speak the magic word, and it then sheds light in 40-foot radius. And while it's on fire, it does an extra 2d6 fire. So in total, it would do 3d6 damage, 2d6 of which being fire, 1d6 of that being piercing.
How often can you do that?
The flames last until you use a bonus action to speak the command word again, or until you drop or sheathe the weapon. It does
I
require
will
2
take
minutes.
that off your hands.
Okay, that will be 2,000 gold pieces.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry.
about for the crossbow?
1,900 gold pieces. And then with the crossbow,
Can I
what kind
put
of
it on
crossbow are you
layaway?
what kind of crossbow are you trading in?
I take that alone.
It is a light crossbow. Just
Have you ever
normal.
used it?
I have not.
Okay.
Brand new, out of the box.
He's like, okay, I can take the price down to 1,875 gold pieces.
Damn. Can I take a loan from one of you guys? Well, do you think you can hold on to it for me until I get paid?
He's putting it on layaway.
Would you like to leave some kind of deposit to make sure no one else comes along and
He's
buys it?
putting it on layaway.
I will give you 250 gold right now.
200. I will put your name on it and wait for you to come back with the rest. If you give me 250 gold, sir.
All right, so be it. Here's 250 gold.
You know what's funny, Gary? If you were to ask Ugg to borrow some money, he probably would just give it to you.
One
I don't know.
second.
Feel bad
Colin, when you're
borrowing
done, I have a
money.
question for you.
Okay.
Ugg's elevator is what does Ugg need gold for? Let's be honest.
He writes on a slip of paper and he hands it to you, and it's just remained in balance, and it's 1,625 gold pieces are required left to secure your ownership of Flame Tongue.
Okay.
Question from Mr. Ian.
Is Rat King a one-handed weapon? Meaning, can
Yes.
I use something in my offhand?
Yes.
Okay. Then in that case, question for the blacksmith: do you have any shields?
Do I have any shields? Let me check.
Not as good as Ugg's.
None as good as Uggs, no.
I bet that shield costs some.
Listen, you know what? The +2 to AC is welcome. Especially if you got a spicy one.
1 second. I don't have a spicy one. Do I have a spicy one? No, but I do have.
I'm not looking to spend more than like 500 gold on this.
Oh, a shield? Oh, I've got a shield lying around. I could sell it to you for like 30 gold.
Oh, just like a regular shield.
Regular normal old shield.
Okay. Here's my bank card. I bank with Walter Sweeney. Sweeney's bank of this place.
30 gold
Oh,
pieces.
30 gold. I don't even need to take from the bank, actually.
Yeah.
What's in your wallet?
And he hands you a tiny it's normally like a buckler, but for someone of your stature, it functions as a normal like round shield.
Hey man, as long as the AC is +2, yeah.
Yep. +2 to AC while wielding it.
Alright. Thank you.
Anything else at the blacksmith?
I
Any
start comparing his
inquiries or
smaller shield to Ian's shield, sizing it up.
Eat your heart out. This only costs 30 gold.
Technically, Uggs was free. In theory, Uggs was free.
True. I know I got ripped off too, because that thing's supposed to be worth 10. That's the best part.
Ian, why is everything in the city so jacked in price?
I don't know. Maybe there's a hole in the sky, and war supplies are.
I'm just
costing
glad he had a
more.
shield. I get +2 to my AC. And a cupcake.
Dude, and a cupcake.
Ooh, I want a cupcake. Okay. Anything else for the blacksmith?
Do you sell any nets?
Yes, I have a net for 1 gold piece.
A net? Yeah, I'll buy it.
Lovely. Would you like more than one?
Sure. How many sell?
I've got 10 total.
I'll buy all of them.
I'd like to buy all your chocolate.
As a deal, I'll only charge you 9 gold for all 10.
Wow.
That is the deal. That is the deal, all right.
I'd like to buy all
9,
your
get 1
chocolate.
free.
So generous.
Pretty sure it's that guy buying 100 watermelons at the grocery store.
No,
I
he's the
mean, nuts
dude.
are pretty good, man.
I'm joking.
All right. Anything else with the blacksmith?
Step away for a moment and grab a nap. Shop rag.
Nice.
Oh.
All right. If we have nothing else at the blacksmith, is there any other shop we want to go to?
Are there any other
We've
shops
got-
to visit? I mean,
We've got the general store. We've got a spell casting supply store. We've got the potions store. We got the jewelry store. We've got a bookstore and a clothing store.
I'll go to the jewelry store.
Hmm.
Actually,
Alright.
yeah. Anyone else want to look at the jewelry?
Sure.
I'm rolling with the crowd, man.
Lovely. You walk in and there is a the fuck kind of creature is this?
Don't even know.
What does this look like? Okay. All right. Yeah. Cool. You walk in, and behind the counter, there's a man, blue skin, pointy ears, and you notice his shoulders are a bit lumpy, and so are his arms. He's wearing like a long sleeve shirt, and you notice that his arms are not arms, and in fact they are massive claws, like crab claws. Both of his arms.
This
are
is
just
the jeweler.
massive crab claws. This is the jewel.
With what
jewelry
dexterity does he carve jewel?
Hey man, this is a civic hybrid you are looking at.
I just saying, Connie, his claws for hands with what dexterity?
You saying he can't play instruments with big meaty claws?
I'm saying he fucking seen struggle to carve a
God.
jewel.
You don't know this man's life.
I don't, but I just think it's funny.
He addresses you as like, "Oh, welcome to Dell's Secrets. What can I do you for?"
Dell's Secrets, that's the name.
What we're
Alright.
going with.
Hmm.
He's got a
Okay.
little name tag, and it says, "My name is Dell, D-E-L."
I'm looking for a good ring. / necklace, I guess. Magic.
Oh, you looking for a ring or a necklace? That's magic. I don't believe we have any magical. We have gems that can be used in magic and for magic as some components. We don't have anything.
Wait.
Oh, waiting.
Oh, can
Oh,
I
no, wait, no.
inspect the quality of like the jewels and stuff that are in the jewelry?
Oh yeah, give me a investigation.
Can I have advantage considering he literally does rune carving?
Yeah, you can have advantage on this roll. Yeah.
Oh, that's not gonna pass. Oh my god, dude, my low rolls continue today. 2 and a 5.
2 and a 5. Okay, so on a 5,
I don't know shit. I don't know shit.
these look to be very shiny, and they're cut in what looks to be pleasing shapes. You notice there seems to be diamonds here, emeralds here, some sapphires, some rubies. There's some lapis lazuli.
I don't know shit.
There's some trinkets in a corner. There's like a silver skull the size of a coin, a pumpkin, what looks like pumpkin-esque colored and shaped rock. There's some kind of rectangular metal device with 2 tiny metal cups on one end. There's a tiny sketch portrait of a goblin display cases. And there's a paintbrush made entirely of ceramic, even the bristles, off of the trinket display case.
Alright. He doesn't have magical items, so Ugg's not that interested anymore.
Can I buy a gem or a crystal worth at least 100 gold pieces? Of that
What's
particular
up, please?
criteria, I am interested.
I do have a gem worth 100 gold pieces.
Exactly.
Exactly. It is Trousseau Beryl. It's a transparent yellow green to pale green gemstone worth 100 gold pieces.
You just made it
Um,
so.
I also have jade if you would like that. That's also worth 100 gold pieces.
Jade.
Jade.
What was the other one?
Trousseau Beryl.
I like that one because it's hard to pronounce.
Cool.
Classic.
All right.
I'll just send it in the fucking chat.
Yeah,
too.
please.
There you go.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm gonna pay that out of the bank. The first one I did not. Okay.
Lovely. So you took that out of the bank.
I want to make sure I have something in my pocket at least.
Cool. Anyone else want anything at the gem jewelry store? Anyone want any Revivify diamonds?
Yeah. What is Vivify? I think it's 300. Diamonds worth. Yeah. Do you have any diamonds worth 300 gold?
Diamonds. Worth 300. I've got one of those in stock. It's worth 400. It's 400 gold pieces, but it's the lowest cut of diamond I have.
Oh, okay. Is it just a singular diamond, or is it like a couple diamonds?
It is 1 diamond.
Right.
It is a 5-carat diamond.
Okay. Do you think that if I were to take this DM, if I were to buy this diamond, would I be able to cut it up into pieces to make 4 100 gold diamonds?
You can make skill checks to attempt to do that without ruining it, or you could buy diamonds worth 100
What?
potentially.
Out of curiosity, could Ugg do it as a rune carver?
Ugg would have a better chance on the rolls, yes.
But
It's possible to do.
but Dell here only sells 1 diamond.
It's 1 diamond, 5-carat, 400 gold pieces.
Yeah, I'll buy it.
Lovely. Are you taking that straight from the bank or from your pocket?
The bank.
All right, that is 400 for Creed. Anything else at the jewel store?
Oh, I'm good.
I thought we were just if we happen to cast a spell, we're just deducting it from our cash.
For most things, but for Revivify is one of like the few exceptions I make because it's a very powerful spell. Also because Revivify is very much you can be brought back by Revivify once in the world, and then you either need a different way to be brought back. Because I don't.
Okay.
Revivify, the underworld works a little differently here,
Gotcha.
so you can't keep pulling people indefinitely. Goddess of Death won't like that. You can try, but you might have to deal with a goddess. All right. Anything else? Nope. Any other stores we would like to visit? We still have where was it? The general store, the potion shop, the magic supply shop, the bookstore and the clothing store, if anyone's interested in any of those.
Set up the bookstore.
The bookstore. Lovely. As you walk in, there is in fact a tiny little hobgoblin manning the like shelves of books, and there's like baskets of like rolled up scrolls at the front counter. He greets you in a very like solemn, like, ugh, do I really have to be here? Do I have to speak to people kind of manner? Like, hello, welcome to Alston's Oddities. How may I help you?
Are you sure are upbeat?
Can you refrain from speaking in my mind?
No, I don't really have a choice.
This is quite annoying.
Speaking of, do you have any books on mute curses?
No. I have a lot of spell scrolls for sale, and some little trinkets and odds and ends. You better try the library for something educational like that.
The bookstore.
Yes,
I assumed you
Most of my-
sold books. My apologies.
I do sell books, but nothing as in detail as curse removal.
Not
I
very
have
good
some
books,
kids'
apparently.
fairy tales. I have some
You're
romance.
just saying it to him.
Yeah, I
I
am.
have some books on the orbit of the planets and our planet itself.
How much
around
is that book? The
sun.
book about astronomy. Let's hear that.
That is 50 silver.
Old.
Lovely. And you purchase your space mech book from school.
SpaceX.
Wait. No,
That exact book. It's that exact book.
I've read that book.
Yep. The book that I've also borrowed off you. It's that exact book. Space mech. Orbital mechanics.
Wow, you have shockingly similar planets to some certain parallel universe.
I don't know what you're talking about. I just sell books and spell scrolls.
You know, I thought we were gonna be friends.
I don't have friends.
Clearly.
Chill, dude.
I would
Holy-
love
Bill's
to
being
get out of this.
hostile.
I would love to get out of this bookstore, but this is all I own. If I leave it, I won't make money.
How much do you want for the
Well-
bookstore?
You are my first purchase in days.
How much do
well,
you want for the
I
bookstore?
should. Would you like all the inventory along with the bookstore itself?
I'll offer you 10 GP. Take it or leave it.
I'm sorry, I have scrolls here worth 10 times that amount.
Oh, sir. You haven't sold anything in days. You're not paying the
Really?
bills with this business.
You have scrolls here. Are these magical scrolls?
Yes, these are spell scrolls. For those that are not magically inclined, this is a scroll. You open it, and it casts a spell.
Why does he
Wow.
sound like this?
Alright, what spell scrolls do you have?
Would you like me to list literally everyone in my inventory?
How many do you have?
1, 2, 3.
He's
Out of
counting them,
that
just going
few.
down the wall.
Why are you
All,
like
lined
this?
up, and he's just like one at a time, just going through them.
7,
This is like Eeyore
Dude.
level depressed, dude.
9,
I'm letting them continue.
Seven.
I'm letting it happen.
11,
Oh,
I'm staring
Well-
disapprovingly with every single count.
13, 14, 15,
dude, you can't make it up.
17, 18, 9. I have 19 spell scrolls.
You might as well just list
Alright,
off
let's
their
hear 'em.
names.
Alright, I've got a scroll of guidance, a scroll of infernal calling, a scroll
Can you
of
also
misty
explain what-
Would he
step.
notice if we just left mid-conversation?
No, he's literally pulling out each scroll, looking at the tag, and then pulling it back and pulling it out and reading the tag. And
I
pulling it
leave.
back.
I'm
I leave the
gone.
building and sit outside. Wait for everyone else.
And
Yo,
all the
Armin.
people still in the building.
Yeah, I'm
everyone
still
left?
here.
Oh my god.
Crease just
Scroll of
vibes.
Misty Step.
Yeah, I'm still there too. Actually, just standing there, not knowing a
Scroll
thing that's
of-
going on.
Scroll of Temple of the Gods. Scroll of Black Tentacles. Scroll of Elepton Earth. Scroll of Alarm. Scroll of Draconic Transformation. Scroll
Whoa.
of Purify Food and Drink. Scroll of Non-Detection. Scroll of Bones and Earth. Scroll of Sword Burst. Scroll of Primal Savagery. Scroll of Flame Strike. Scroll of Old Monster. Scroll of Druid Glove. Scroll of Fine Steed. Scroll of Aid. Scroll of Sickening Radiance.
Okay, heard.
Okay. How much does the scroll of flame strike cost?
3,000 gold pieces.
How much does the scroll
What?
of hold monster
No.
cost?
For you, since you listened to me, I will charge you 1,500 gold pieces for Flame Strike.
All right. What about the scroll of hold monster?
Same price, 1,500 gold pieces for you, sir.
What about the scroll of sickening radiance?
That, for you, 600 gold pieces.
I'll take my leave,
sir.
thank you.
Damn.
You've asked about some of his most expensive scrolls. You asked about his 2 5th level spells and one of his 4th level spells.
Yep. Well, you listed like a 7th level spell in there, Infernal Calling. How expensive was Infernal Call? Oh no, that's a 5th level spell.
No, I listened to Temple of the Gods is 27,000 is 7th level, and
Yeah.
Draconic Transformation is 7th level. It's 27,000.
Yeah.
Wow.
Jesus.
Fine Steed is only like 115 gold.
Well, almost
That's one
spells
a
that.
horsey. It's a 2nd level spell.
I don't have a horse.
You summons a horse.
Yeah, that's
You
what it
summon a
does.
spirit
Oh,
that
okay.
assumes the force, and you can get a warhorse, a pony, a camel, an elk, a mastiff. I allow other animals as well if you're creative.
I don't know if I'm big enough to effectively ride a horse.
Pony.
But since it's a spell scroll, it will only last once until you find a way to cast a spell again. So like,
Cast it.
if it dies, you have to find either another spell scroll of Summon Steed or learn the spell of Summon Steed, which paladins get. Anything else from spell scroll guy?
Depressing bookstore. No.
Oh, he sucked.
He seemed nice.
I'll buy his store.
I'm glad I liked him.
You did fine. He sucked.
All right. Would we like to go to any of the other stores we have left?
You've been really
got
putting us towards that general store.
We've got general magic, supplies, potion,
I'm
and
good.
then clothing. Actually, clothing might be where those that are looking for magical accessories might want to go.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hmm.
Check
Alright.
that out then.
let's go there.
In this store, you find a goblin sitting on the desk, and she looks at you and she goes, "Well, howdy doody there, partners. What can I do for you?"
It's
Can I
howdy
just
doody
say,
time.
what a diverse town.
Seriously.
Every store has been a different race. A diverse town.
Triana is very diverse. What the general population of the city is, as I've said multiple times, human elf-esque.
I don't think we've
and
run into a single
domesticated.
human.
All
Besides
the
besides a
guards are
couple of
human.
people, but
All the guards are human, and some of the most of the civilians you see in the town and like commoners are human. All the Farmville people are human for the most part. All right.
I was exaggerating. Okay.
How can I help you there, adventurers? What can I do you for?
This is quite the establishment. We are looking for magical jewelry. If you have any.
Jewelry. I don't know about jewelry, but I do have some cloaks, magical cloaks. I've got.
That sounds interesting. Yes. What else you got?
I've got. Well, I'll just go down the list of magical oddities I have. I've got a cloak of displacement. I've got a cape of mountebank. I've got a cloak of the manta ray. I've got a robe of useful items. What the fuck is this? 1 second, let me see what this is. This is magical. This might be actually.
A cloak of displacement, a cloak of manta ray.
Yes. And a cape of the mountebank. So mount, and then the letter E, and then bank.
Yep.
She's like, you probably aren't interested in this, but I also have shift weave and wing wear. I've got a butcher's bib. I've got glamour weave. I've got headband of intellect. I've got a cloak of Arcanida. A cloak of the bat. A cloak of protection. And hat of vermin.
I don't know what half these items do.
What does butcher's bib do?
Butcher's bib. Let me see if I have to look this up separately. Of course I do. Why do I even bother? This is the dangerous part about using fucking random generators. Y'all can get. It's a black leather apron, perpetually covered in blood. You get the following benefits while wearing the apron. Once per turn, when you roll damage for a melee attack with a weapon, you can reroll the weapon's damage die. If you do so, you must use the second total. And your weapon attacks to deal slashing damage. Score a critical hit on a roll of 19 or 20.
How expensive is the cape of the mountebank?
Oh, that's only 500 gold pieces. Why?
Really? Wow. Okay. Interesting. Those that don't know, that allows you to cast Dimension Door.
Once per day.
Okay. Manta Ray, also the Cloak of Displacement, Cape of Mountebank, Butcher's Bib. What else?
Oh god, there was shift weave.
Shift Weave?
There was also wing wear, which not entirely sure what that does, but it has magical properties associated with it.
Wingwear or Windwear?
Wing, W-I-N-G, W-E-A-R.
I can't find any information on what Wingwear is.
Let me see if I can. Oh, I found it. If you load. I think it's going to be useless to you. I think it's just a wingsuit.
Oh, okay.
A suit uniform has symbols of the air stitched into it, leather flaps stretch along arms, waist, and legs to create wings for gliding. A suit of wing has 3 charges. While you wear the suit, you can use a bonus action to spend 1 charge to gain a flying speed of 30 feet until you land. At the end of each of your turns, the altitude drops by 5 feet, and the altitude drops instantly 0 at the end of your turn if you didn't fly at least 30 feet horizontally on that turn.
And the Shift Weave is... It allows you to store
Make
5 different
outfits.
outfits.
Yep. And then there was also glamour weave. And a headband of intellect. And then a cloak that you won't be able to afford unless you all pull your money, but I'll give it to you if you want.
What is it?
A cloak of Arachnida. It's A-R-A...
Arachnida?
Arachnida. Jeez. I knew it was arachnid, but I couldn't figure out how the fuck to say it. And then headband of intellect. I don't know if I said that.
You did.
And then there's a cloak of the bat. And then a cloak of protection.
Alright, how much is the Cloak of Protection?
130 gold pieces.
How much does that give?
How much does that give? +1 to AC And saving throws while you wear this cloak.
And all saving throws?
Yep. She only has the one.
Okay, and you can't wear a cloak and a cape.
Correct.
Okay, Cloak of the Bat gives you advantage on dex checks. And if you're in the darkness, you can polymorph yourself into a bat.
This lady had a lot of stuff.
And she does. Jesus Christ. Cloak
I
of
didn't expect literally 3/4 of inventory to be magic items. I did not expect that when I hit the random generator. Like,
How-
y'all got lucky.
How expensive is the Cloak of Arachnida?
It's. I'm gonna say 4,000 gold pieces. Not 4,000, 40,000.
Gotcha. Okay, how expensive is the Headband of Intellect?
That is 130 gold pieces. And
What does that give?
That gives. Let me double check. Your intelligence score is 19 while you wear this headband.
What?
Oh, can
It
I
just
buy
makes-
that?
It makes your int 19.
I would like to buy it.
That's crazy. What the hell?
Og can be
It has no
smart.
effect on you if your int
How
is
much?
19 or higher.
How much was it?
1 second.
I think he said
Mm,
150, but I don't remember.
It's 130 gold pieces.
Yeah,
Do you
I
have
will
just
buy
the
that.
Uh, she actually has 3 of these.
What?
Oh my
Oh, 3 people
god.
can be almost as smart as me.
Yeah, I'll buy one. How much
Alright.
was that? 150?
130.
130?
I'll fucking steal, dude.
Yeah,
I will take
that's
that
what I
from
was.
your bank.
Og will be smart, guys.
Og can be smart.
Wait,
Could
what
you just
happened?
think-
double checking
oh.
that's coming from your bank, right?
We stumbled across the clothing shop, which just happened to have a catalog probably equivalent to Varnir's magic shop.
I'll take the third one.
What? Wait,
Cool.
What?
Marvin, is
There's
that gonna come
3
from
cloaks
your
that make
bank?
them have 19
It's
int.
gonna come from my bank account.
It's coming from my bank account.
Cool. I'll subtract that from all your guys'
What's
bank
this?
accounts.
What's
They all
But
now
there
have
was a
int
bunch
of
of items.
19 while wearing this hat. They just purchased 3.
Suddenly
Headbands of
everyone is
intellect.
smart.
Headbands of what?
Why
I have an
Intellect.
int.
Suddenly Rapier is the
Why
stupidest person in the
personally?
party.
Why'd you purchase 3?
Because he had
Well,
3.
3 people wanted it.
I bought one because I
What
had
else
like
is in the shop?
10 in.
A lot
Okay.
of stuff.
Do you want the whole list?
Yeah, send it to me.
Oh. Oh yeah, why not just do this? I'll just send her whole shop list. Is this gonna translate into this well? Oh, I could have
No.
just done that. There you go.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
this
I'll
was
do
the
that from
headband of
now
intellect,
on.
huh?
I'll do that from now on.
Oh,
I
Rapier,
already
how
have
does
a
it,
cloak though.
Rapier,
there's quite a
how
few
does it feel to be the
cloaks.
stupidest person in
but
the party
have
now?
me and someone else is the cloak that I'm wearing.
Oh, you
I
guys do have the
can't-
cloak of Deva already.
All these are cloaks.
I
would
don't
love
have
the
a
cloak of
cloak.
displacement, man. Holy shit. Thing's busted.
The Cloak of Displacement.
I like just boots.
Boots.
This is just a clothing store. I tell you, this is a random generator. It just randomly generated 3/4 of her inventory being magic items.
Robe of useful items. What a fucking meme.
How
I
many
love that
cloaks
item.
of protection do you have?
Just the one.
Oh, right.
How much is that?
130 gold pieces.
Eee, this place is a steal.
That's. It's only an uncommon item though, so that's. Once again, I have a cloak on already that has.
What does
magic
Cloak of
effects I like.
Protection do?
Plus
Gives you
one to
plus one
AC.
to AC and all saving throws.
How much does that cost?
130 gold pieces.
I'm buying the Cloak of Protection.
I don't blame
Cool.
you. I was
Cool.
considering buying that.
Another 130 from Ugg.
And...
Why do they have to be all cloaks, man?
Look, I want to look
Because
at these
the
other
random
cloaks.
generator decided that.
What does Butcher's...
Oh, that one. when you roll your damage on a melee attack, you can re-roll that damage dice, and you have to use the second total. You do that once per turn. Also, your weapon attacks that deal slashing damage crit on both a 19 or a 20 on the d20.
Interesting.
It's also an apron that's always covered in blood, no matter how much you try to wipe it off or get rid of it. It will always be covered in blood.
Question: how much is the cloak of displacement?
700 gold pieces.
There it is. I was gonna say
It's
that
a
one's kind of
rare
busted.
item. Oh, it's good.
The
I'm
rare
still
cloaks
considering buying
are
it.
expensive. You have the money for it still.
I know.
I can't.
Any creature that attacks you has disadvantage on you, and then take damage. Property ceases to function until the start of your next. It's just so good. It basically gives all the attacks on you disadvantage.
I'm just
like,
looking at the other
sure.
cloaks before I make a choice.
Yeah.
And her inventory will refresh. So.
And what? A minute?
Not a minute, but like, there's a chance when you guys come back, these cloaks aren't here. There's a chance even better stuff is here.
I'm fine with my cloak of protection for
Fuck,
now.
why'd it have to be all cloaks, man?
Because when I saw that, I'm like, oh my god, Pat's gonna be mad.
Fuck.
I'm so happy my AC could go up by 1.
I can't believe I just gave this man. This man just gets a free +1 AC. Go damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
If you guys bought all these headbands of intellect, don't forget, Tony, you have to check for how many magical items can have attuned. I'm not sure if they're attuned or not. Requirements for them.
Protection, cloak of protection does require attunement.
Headband
of intellect also requires attunement.
I don't know what that means.
Me neither.
You have to spend an hour to basically bond it to your soul, basically, and then you can use it.
How
And
many
you can
attunements do
only
you have?
have
3.
3.
Unless you're an artificer, then you can attune more typically.
I am gonna say your guys' magic items, your custom items, those. Did I say they require attunement?
Usually weapons won't.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about the other one.
Mine did.
I know the
Um,
shield
yeah.
that I have does. The
I don't
goggles.
think any of mine
does.
have so far.
I don't think I put your shields requiring attunement, and I wasn't planning on it. I think Wish Ender does it. I don't think Crackle does. I know Rat King did. Anything that's like spellcaster-esque, I tried to make attunement, but I don't think I made it for Crackle. I might have. I don't think so.
So what does
though.
that mean for me? What do I have to do?
Oh, you just literally spend an hour with it, like
And it's
just
you can
with
use
it,
it.
and then the effect that it gives is active on you.
And the
Oh.
default is 4, I believe.
No,
It's 3.
default
3.
Default's 3.
For
Um,
normal people, it's 3. Artificer
is the-
can.
It
Is
changes.
the cloak of Deva attuned?
No.
No, not attunement.
Not a magic item.
No, it is.
Oh, it is?
It's a magic item. Just
Oh,
know
that's
it's
right.
attunement.
Yeah, you got that. Okay. Anyway,
just
I
like-
buy the displacement cloak. 700,
Sounds
you
good.
said?
Minus 700.
Okay. I should have
It's good for
350 in my
you,
bank.
That's for sure. It'd be good for you in like driving.
Oh my gosh, there's a class action lawsuit against Battlefield 2042.
Good.
And
Game
you have
sucks.
350 left in the bank, Ian.
Yes. My math agrees with you. I just completely spelled displacement wrong? No, I didn't. It looks
For the
wrong.
Millions of
Oh.
refunds they won't give.
Glamour weave.
Was there just one cloak of displacement?
Yes.
Oh, good, dude. Disadvantage on me?
Actually,
Heck.
let me double check. Yeah, no, only one of that.
How good do you guys think is casting Dimension Door on an item?
So casting Dimension Door can be good, but it's a highly like it depends on the situation. Because you can use it as a highly escape, or you can set it up to use it for ambushes to move you around easily. Or to cover distances that you have to cover really quick. Escaping is like the more natural thing you can use it for, I feel. Because you move like how far is it? 500 feet in a single turn, basically, and then you can move afterwards.
And you can take one person with you, right? I think it is. One?
Yeah. Yeah, one willing creature of your size or smaller.
We good. It can be good and could be bad. You know, it depends on if you get a chance to use it. If you don't get a chance to use it,
Okay.
So I have two bound items, right? To my items then.
Yes, the protection and the headband. The cloak of protection.
You could always
and the
remove them,
headband.
I assume then, right? Like if you
Yes.
didn't want them.
Unless they're a cursed item, in which case you gotta do something special with that. But you won't know that until you detect a cursed identifying spell on it, or you're trying to take it off and you can't.
Well, can I put in like a deposit for the Cave of Mountebank and see what the stock is tomorrow, and then decide if I want to buy the Cave of Mountebank?
You can put a deposit to hold the Cape of Mountebank. How much of a deposit would you like to put on it?
100.
Alright, cool. Let me write this down.
And if I decide not to purchase it, then I can get my money back.
how
right?
much is the robe of useful thing?
130 gold pieces.
And can I see what the patches are?
1 second.
Or did you not roll it yet?
I'm rolling it now. It has. Oh, okay, I understand. Rovers 2. It's 44 other patches. Ooh, okay. Good thing I'm a D100. It has, 2 of them. It has dagger. It has the hemp rope one, and then let's see what other 2 it has. Oh no, it's got 4 more. Jesus. Oh no, 44
No,
other
the robe
patches.
has 2 each of the following patches: 2 daggers, 2 bullseye lanterns, 2 steel mirrors, 2 10-foot poles, 2 hempen ropes, 2 sacks, and then in addition has a
addition.
44 other patches.
Yeah. That wooden on mine was confusing. It didn't have your wooden, which makes way more sense. I hate this website that I'm on. 44. Okay, let's see.
They determine how many patches they need to roll D100 that.
I haven't determined the patches, but I could start determining them if you wanna. Where's my D4 at? Fucking 13 patches, you fucking bastard.
So there's 13 additional patches.
I'll tell you that. It has 13 additional patches, and if you buy it, we'll then roll the patches.
Well, I'm buying it for 130 gold, right?
Oh, you're buying it? 130
Yeah.
gold? Okay. Are you using the money on you, I'm assuming?
Yeah, I have all the money.
Okay, cool. Let me start rolling these, and I will tell you what they are. First one is. Oh, do I have to pick one of these 2? Oh, that is.
One of these 2.
Oh.
What are you referring to?
I have to pick because it contain the first patch contains a spell scroll, and what spell will be determined when you use the patch. It is a spell scroll of 1st to 3rd level.
I mean, you can just determine it now. If I'm ready to them. So
I could. Right now, I'll just write down spell scroll 1 to 3. That's patch number 1. 12 more to go. 26.
Wow, that item is a riot to prepare.
yeah, it is.
You have a wooden ladder, 24 feet. Do I have a D100 in here? Yeah, I'm going to start rolling this because my D100 is a little annoying. I
Yes.
love it, but I'm not going to roll it fucking 11 more times. 3. Rowboat, 12 feet long.
Yeah, buddy.
This is an insane item. What the heck?
It's a funny item.
How many more do I have? I've done.
3.
I've got 10
10
more
more.
to do. 84. You've got 2 mastiffs.
Got 2 dogs in a pouch.
Then we've got 64 potions of healing.
Oh.
Regular one?
Oh yeah, regular.
That's actually good.
We've got. This is a cool item. Another wooden ladder, 24 feet. Then we've got. What 92? What you get with this? You've got a window 2 feet by 4 feet and up to 2 feet deep.
I'm not sure if I'll ever use that one. But
Don't think you will, but if you do, I'll be impressed. You've got 10 gems with 100 gold pieces each.
Oh my god. Money
that's
made.
amazing.
I just bought one.
That's what I wanted, baby.
Let's go.
You
3,
just,
4.
oh my god, the money you just made
7.
back.
Yep.
Yeah. Economy.
8.
You have an iron door 10 feet wide and 10 feet high, barred on one side of your choice. And it's up to 10 feet wide and high. It can fit into any space as long as it meets at least those dimensions. And that was a 36. You've got another wooden ladder, 24 feet long.
3
That's of them.
ladders.
What is happening?
And then a 72. You got another rowboat. And then you got 4 more potions of healing. And then 57. You've got a pit. 10 cube,
craziest
10
item.
foot on each side, which you can place up to 10 feet in front of you.
What did you buy?
The
A
robe
robe
of
of-
useful items.
Oh my
Robe
god.
of useful things.
This is the most crazy item I've ever heard of.
I still am not understanding what it's doing.
These are patches that he has, and he can pull off and just get these things.
And the patches are randomly determined. And you should have determined which patches there are before putting a price on it. So Pat didn't just make a net worth of 900 for
Well,
buying this
random.
robe.
The fact that he got 2 4s on the 44 that I rolled, and the fact that he got the double
Thing that
potions.
baby money
and
is just
gems.
Literally, I made my money on the first roll of spell scroll, by the way.
Yeah, the spell scroll is insane.
Spell scroll.
I think this item might be
There's
broken.
gems and 2 sets of potions.
Yep.
So 8 potions of healing.
To be fair, the robe is just useful overall because it's like it's a robe that contains all the things we might need, and I don't have to buy them
Mm.
It's like
individually.
it's just a storage container for some useful shit. Is
Yep.
essentially what it
Instead of
is.
having to put all these items into my bag of holding, that would take up a lot of room. I now have this single robe that takes up almost no room in my bag of holding. Saves me a lot of
Alright.
space. I can put a lot more stuff in now.
Anything else?
Nope. Well,
Anyone else have anything else for the clothing goblin?
I'm immediately gonna pull the patch for the gems.
Okay.
Them in my inventory. What type of gems did I get?
You got. You know what? I've got a roller for this actually. Do. Emeralds.
Man, if they were diamonds, woof. I'm gonna pull the patches for the healing potions too. That way I have them all in my inventory.
Will all 8 of them?
Yep. 8 health potions on my body. Well-being.
All right. Anything else?
I'm gonna do the spell scroll too. Now that way, you don't have to do it later. We won't forget.
Yes. Okay. Let me. duh, duh, duh.
One spell scroll of something.
Yeah. Let me do that. I'll pull a random spell scroll of the appropriate level.
Come on, level 3.
All right. Do one thing. One, two, three. You've got a spell scroll of Tensor's floating disc.
You've got
Oh my god, really?
Yep, that is what the dice decided.
Tensor's disc. Tense disc.
Anything else from anyone?
It's not floating down, right?
It is floating disc. Tensor's floating disc. All right. Anyone have anything else? Anything at all?
Nope.
All right. Give me a second. All right.
Richard, I think your webcam's frozen again. Sometimes I don't notice because you just get really, like, still.
Yeah, I know.
All right. That is our just about 3-hour mark. Which is good. Does anyone have anything else they want to do before we pause for the week?
Drink!
I kind of want to check the stock of the goblin on the next day before we end the session, but I'm okay with stopping too.
We can always
Oh.
do that next session, no problem.
Okay.
It's up to you, Colin, if you want to do it next session or if we're going to jump right into a quest session. I don't know what you have planned, so.
Next session we probably will get to the quest near the halfway point of the session, near the end of the session next session. So we still have a lot of shopping time next session. Just trying to keep around.
More
trying to
time
make
for
myself-
shopping.
We're going to go
More
to the
time for
shops.
shopping.
We're all going to go to long rest. Go the next day. Go look at shops. Go. You're going to pass days real quick.
I mean, I already spent most of my money.
Some shop inventories are weekly refreshes, and others change like every 3-4 days. I will say that shops aren't going to completely refresh every day. But yeah. Anything else before we end here for the day?
I
Or
have
for the session?
one.
Yeah, but the Golden
1,000.
Goblin stock is refreshing tomorrow, you said.
Yes, the
Oh,
goblin.
and how much money do I have in the bank?
In the bank, you have. This is in what paper that I cannot lose.
Put it on a
transfer it to
spreadsheet,
an-
dummy.
I'm gonna, but I wasn't super prepared. You have. Let me do all this math real quick.
What did you buy? Go with the
According to
headband?
my math, you have 1,090 gold left in the bank.
Alright. What did I buy, Pat?
The headband. of
Headband, intellect, and a cloak of protection.
Ah.
A pretty good cloak, too. I have
Yeah.
19
Yeah,
AC now, though. I feel good. And disadvantage on attack rolls.
19?
Yeah, because I get to
Jesus.
infuse shit, man.
So
That's
my
right.
dude, I went from 7 in to 19. What a
how,
purchase.
how does it feel,
Nice.
Pat, to be the stupidest person in the party now?
Stop it. Bullying.
What's Richardson?
He
I
also
bought
got
one.
one.
19, you got one.
Wait,
Everyone
who?
bought one.
Everyone bought one except for me.
Oh,
Because I have 20 in, so it's no point for me.
yeah.
And man, the
All I have
biggest
to say is
improvement is
that
UG.
At
I'll just
least
become a
I don't
scholar.
waste an attunement slot, right?
True.
You know what's funny? My charisma's
Why do
still
you need
shit,
19
so.
like,
I
I
don't
want
know.
to hear Oak talk in complete sentences now.
Aug is now a scholar.
No, my charisma's still bad, but I can understand like everything. My charisma.
Lovely.
you can piece conversations together now.
Yeah, I can like I can follow conversations. I know what people are talking about.
All right, lovely. I'm going to definitely meet up. Just go say goodbye to those over in the stream
Hmm?
and pop back before I actually say goodbye.
Okay.